The noob. I had my gameplay stream on in the first thing. Oh, well. Speaking of which, I need to do restream. Excuse me. Hopefully this doesn't crash. It's starting to look like it's crashing. What's going on? Put restream. I think that's good enough. Right, I think we can start now. Yeah, for some reason, when I'm playing the intro, I can't actually see the music, but... Oh, wait a minute. Why is my title the same thing? That's not the same... That's not the right title. Huh. Streamlabs, you have one job. You had one job. Hi guys, SpartanDee, we're here playing Neverwinter on the PC, and we are in mod 31. Nah, I'm just joking. But for people who are gonna come in much later, they're gonna see this new character selection screen, and they're gonna assume. So for the people who are kind of like on the podcast and not seeing what's going on screen right now, I'm on preview server, and I'm actually loading in currently on the character. Yeah, so I'm on the character screen, and it looks different than mod 31, well, 30.5, I suppose. So yeah, so this is the new kind of like mod on the preview server, and let's just jump right in, I suppose. I'm gonna check the title. For some reason, it's saying episode 160, and it's actually episode 161, or I believe it to be so. However, I'm just gonna double check. Where's Twitch? Uh-huh. Could I... Yeah. I don't know why Streamlabs said sorry, episode 160. It should be 161. I believe it is anyway. Is it? Now I need to double check now. You make me doubt myself, Streamlabs. I saw the title, but the episode is 161. Yeah. It should be correct. Anyway, it's taking a while to load, probably because preview server, and also because a lot of people are on the preview server trying to go into the new zone. Now, I don't usually do this, and I'm gonna take my jacket off now because it's actually feeling a bit hot. So I don't usually do this, guys, going on to like a preview server and spending time in a preview server, especially Jeebus. Especially because I think it's a complete waste of time. The reason being, it doesn't really translate. Like from the preview server, it doesn't translate to the live server. It is a good way to kind of like test your build, or perhaps if you wanted to like not use your resources and just kind of like play around with the enchants, so you don't have to use your colmos from the live server. But I feel like there's a lot of things that are interesting enough for me to actually look into the preview for this. Is my chat on? Yeah. Travel to... I don't know. I can't really read what it says there. Piadoros Cops? What? How do you even say that? So yeah, apparently this preview is based on... Or this mod is based on the movie Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. And oh god, I totally forgot that there's no VIP in preview server. So let's just do this kind of like manually. Kind of want to go here. Oh no, I don't have a guild. I don't have a guild. I totally forgot. I should have wait, where am I supposed to go from here? I'm at the world map right now. I'm looking at where the new zone is. I guess it's not on the main one. Siege training. Why would I have siege training and not a whatchamacallit guild? Is it like here? So perhaps what I could have done was log into my like main in the previous server and then invite this tune to that guild on the previous server. But yeah, we ain't got time for that. We're just gonna like YOLO this. Is this it? Yeah, it looks like this is it. Pedro's Corpse. What is this map called? Thay. Simply called Thay. So I'm actually glad that the developers didn't like reuse kind of like Dread Ring or something like this. That would have been like a cop out, I think. So I actually wasn't aware that they were making. I mean, okay. I knew Mod 31 was coming out. I wasn't aware though that I can't use my mount here. Weird. Oh, can you vote? In fact, I might want to swap to my DPS build here. I don't think it behooves me to use. I mean, it behooves me to use my DPS build over my tank build. Because I don't think I can kill things on my tank build. Or even if I could, it'll be pretty slow. I heard these guys were like really tough. I would say they're basic. Pretty basic. I'm not even that like high. My DPS build isn't even that great, I want to say. It does okay, but I wouldn't say it's like a big PP DPSer. But survivability is kind of like what my builds is built around, if that makes sense. Being a fighter and all. But the one thing that we are gonna check later once we get into kind of like the hub. This is just like the story, right? So once we get into the town proper, I think it's called what was it? There's a name for it. They use the same name, the tower, I think. So that's like the safe zone. Once we get to the safe zone, then we can look into the collections, and I'll show you why I got really intrigued and how this mod piqued my interest. Because there's one thing, there's the one thing that really got to me when I first saw it, and this is like my first look into. Well, not the first look, but actually getting into preview and going into mod 2031. So when I first saw this from a video done by a content creator, I was like, "What? Are they serious?" Oh, it's gonna happen. Whatever this thing is was definitely gonna happen, but I didn't expect it to happen this soon. So we'll see how long this will take us. It'll probably take us a while by the looks of it. And let's just say it's got something to do with quality. people listening in to this, they're probably figured it out already. It's a bit laggy. It's kind of choppy, but then again, my PC is pretty old, so oh, that's nice. I don't remember this in the movie though. Like I don't think they showed what Thay was, and how kind of like the Thayans lived. However, it didn't actually we didn't actually get to see like the landscape of Thay. I don't remember seeing a scene of you being in Thay. Like they showed. Well, if you haven't watched the movie, shame on you. So this is not really a spoiler, or I guess I could say spoiler alert. But in the movie, they just depicted kind of like the council, whatever it is, and the actual kind of like civilians of Thay, and how they lived and how they were ruled over. So, but you don't really get to see kind of like an overview of what they look like. You get to see Neverwinter, though, and of course, not Sergeant Knox. I don't believe Sergeant Knox was kind of like depicted, or maybe he was, but I didn't realize. But what you did get to see was Neverwinter, right? Never was it Neverwinter? You know, kind of Protector's Enclave. You get to see Protector's Enclave, and you get to see what's his face, the leader. I should know, like Neverwinter. Not Neverwinter. Sorry. Is it Neverwinter? Is his name Neverwinter? Neverember. Lord Neverember. That's the one. You get to see Lord Neverember like briefly in his like pajamas, but that's about it. And yeah, there's a couple other scenes where you get to see him as well. So I thought that was kind of funny. However, whether or not we get to see the characters that were depicted in the movie, I have no idea. Again, this is like my first look into this campaign, as it were, or new mod, shall I say. Oh, we're helping him. I was like, should we just go through the door? Oh, poor horsey. Are these... No, that's not part of the quest, but that's fine. We'll just interact with these. Are we ready to go? Fix the wheel. Push. Yeah, you don't get to see this part in the movie. I don't think. I don't remember if you did. And previously, we could go to kind of like PF and DS, Dreadspire. Was it? I don't remember the names now. PF, Dreadspire, and the other one. It shows you glimpse of the capital of Thay. Like you teleport to Thay, and then you come back, but you don't get to go outside of it, like the dungeon phases. So I suppose this is kind of like you get into the town, as it were, of Thay. Again, I don't read the Salvador books. I don't really kind of like got into the lore of D&D. I never grew up like playing the tabletop or reading the books, but I do enjoy playing MMOs, and that's how I got into Neverwinter, and also D&D. In fact, MMO. I played. I made a character. I played for a while, but it didn't hook me as much as Neverwinter did for me. I think because the idea, Neverwinter MMO was a action based RPG, as opposed to kind of like WoW, where it's kind of like tab target. So that's why I like and about Neverwinter, because it's action based. What are these? All right, so this is the vendor. I probably should have gone to the collection first. The black market store. Are these? So these are the weapon sets. The content creator in question didn't like these, apparently. I'm not quite sure why. Say something about these are like stepping stones. Like, if you didn't have a good weapon set, this is probably the best weapon set you can get for this mod in the beginning. I can't really read what that says. Outgoing healing? Why why would a fighter use outgoing healing? That doesn't make sense, bro. Oh no, wait, that's a healer out bonus. Okay, I apologize. I wasn't exactly paying attention. So these are, yeah. These are the new belt and neck, right? However, okay. So let's look into the collections. Hold on, let me zoom out. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, Um, what really got me into Neverwinter as an MMO was the fact that it's not tap target. I've always referenced Neverwinter to something like Dragon's Dogma and Dragon's Dogma 2, 1 and 2. Basically, I've never played Dragon's Dogma 2, but I did play Dragon's Dogma 1. But however, I did not play Dragon's Dogma like the MMO, which was only released in Japan. So, wait, those are what I'm wearing right now, I believe. Yes. Let me zoom out a bit. This is a bit hard to navigate zooming in. So these are the new sets, and I'm not sure if I've. Okay, so that's why I didn't see it. Where's Faye? Yeah, this is the one. I've already got the gears. Dragon Hunter. Why is it? Preview collection. What is this? What is this preview collection? Sorry guys, hold on. I'm trying to navigate this. Dragon. These are not the new sets. Or I don't believe these are the new sets. These are the old ones. These are like Dragon Hunt sets. Why is it showing me Dragon Hunt sets? Is this the one? I believe these are the ones. So let's clear. Let's just show. Oh god. Get rid of that. I don't need these. What? Clear. Clear slot, clear slot, clear slot. So I just want to see what are the new things. God, the lag. Okay. And then get rid of this. I think I just want to see kind of like the weapon sets. Okay. There you go. Not too bad. It's shiny because ooh, it is kind of shiny. I like the design. It's not big. I know it's a one-handed weapon and all, but there are like huge swords that you can use as a fighter. So what's the bonus like? Can't really see it because I'm zoomed in. Can I zoom in further? So your movement speed is increased. What is this? Are you sure this is like the latest one? These are. What about these ones? These are legendary. Yeah. So the one just now was mythic. Wait, bismuth? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So bismuth 3400. Legendary is, I can't see it because it got cut off at the top here for me. Oh god, it's still cut off for me. How about this? This is 3100. So obviously these mythic ones, mythic ones are much better. Next tab, we got these already. No, that was just from the preview. Prismatic. Why are they showing me old gears? Okay, so for those who don't know or who haven't watched the video, what I was referring to are I knew it. See, this is the old one. Where's the latest one? I thought this is the Thay one. I believe this is the Thay one. How much is this in terms of file? There we go, 4,000. So I got it wrong. That was the previous like mod 30.5, I guess, or 30 and 30.5. So the new weapon sets are 4K each, I believe, and these the one that I'm referring to. These are armor sets that are celestial. Ooh, look at that! I look like a superhero. In fact, actually, it kind of reminds you of a Chinese warrior. I want to say, kind of like a dynasty warrior. I just wanted to get a close up. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm thinking that's my illusions that's making it like pop there, but I kind of do like the way the cape kind of like blows in the wind, like that. That is kind of cool. So yeah, if you can see it right now on the character page, these are freaking celestial level gears, and the IL is what 45k. Let me zoom in much further because I can't really see it. 4550, and he was saying that you can get up to like 100 and almost 130,000 IL by wearing these. And what's another kind of like awesome thing about these gears is that these are not class specific gears, meaning to say you can mix and match. I mean, you can even mix and match DPS and tank role ones, right? However, he was saying that these are not class specific, so you could even use like a healer gear, right? But there's only like 3 versions of this. It does look the same. Let me try these one on and see if it's different. They look the same. So I guess it really depends on what your build is like, or perhaps I can't really see the stats here, but I'll surmise that there's like a DPS loadout, and then there is a tank loadout, and I'm assuming then these are like healer loadouts. So healer kind of like loadouts may not make sense for a tank, although some that doesn't like have outgoing healing stats to it might be useful. Like for example, this one that I'm highlighting right now has incoming healing, so which is great for a healer as well. But a tank with higher incoming healing would alleviate some of the kind of like healer roles, so they don't need to output a lot of healing in order for the tank to receive more healing, if that makes sense. When you damage heal your target for more than 20% of your max hit points in a single blow, you gain kind power. Yeah, yeah. So I'm assuming the top version of the top row here are DPS. The middle one here is a tank one, and the bottom one is a healer one. So these are the mythic, and then these are the legendaries, and these are the epic ones. Wait a minute. So there was a mention of you can be bald. There's like a appearance or something. I don't even remember if you can actually change your character's look to be bald, because I am already. Although now that I think about it, I probably have very long like white hair. So these are kind of like, I'm not sure if these are the highest IL versions of the shirt and pants. Let me check. Blood woven brands. What's the IL? I can't see. Still zoom in. Let me try zooming out. If I zoom out, I can't see the number, but I'm assuming it's kind of like higher than what we have currently. To Tuesday. Same thing. Artifacts. So we got new artifacts. I'm assuming that is Broken Halo. Artifact? This is an artifact as well. Yeah, it looks like these are the new artifacts. Crimson Gear. Fashion and pets. So apparently there's like a fat dragon or something. Is it like a reference to the movie? Where is it? I'm trying to look for it. No, that looks like a mount. That looks like a Groot. Where's this? Where's this? Ooh, that actually looks like a necromancer. Oh, this the chain thing. Huh. But I don't see it. I don't see the fat dragon, or did I miss it completely? I don't know, guys. I don't see it. Interesting, because he mentioned it. He mentioned it, so I assume it'd be here, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It looks like that's it for the collection. So I don't really know how I feel about continuing here, but it does look cool. I mean, I would explore this map, to be honest, and kind of like try and check it out. But like I said earlier, it's gonna be a freaking waste of time. I believe. Can I just log out and kind of like? Oh, I have to exit and come back, don't I? I believe so. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just log out and relaunch the game, guys, because I don't think there's a way for you to actually log back in to kind of like live server directly from preview server. So you're just gonna have to launch Neverwinter again and then go to the live server. It's just a sneak peek into mod 31. I was kind of hoping somebody'd come in and like we'll discuss it together. However, it doesn't seem like anybody's awake right now, or it's just too late. I actually, in fact, haven't really slept either for the past, oh, I don't know, 3 days. I want to say, I've had issues, insomnia, I suppose, whatever you want to call it. Lack of sleep for the past 3 days or so. I've only had like 3 hours sleep, and you could probably tell from my eyes that I just want to go to bed. But then, let's just say I've got a lot to think about with my life right now, and also kind of like the future of the stream. Um, all the like the real life stuff, and of course, the main reason why I haven't been able to sleep was the fact that I'm fasting. So for those, what? I just went back to the previous server. What the hex? I know it's the previous server because of the launch. Sorry about that, guys. I totally forgot to set it to live server. So, like I said, I'm like half asleep right now, so do apologize. Come on. So again, as I was saying, there we go. Live server, play. There we go. We should be in the right server now. As I was saying, I've been for the past 6 days or so. I've been fasting, and for the people who know, Ramadan is over. Ramadan is the fasting month for Muslims. It has been over for over 2 weeks now. However, there is this thing called Puasa Enam, which I mentioned in my previous stream, that if you start religiously fast, or not religiously fast, but fasting in the religious sense. So I'm not doing intermittent fasting here, where I'm allowed to drink. So religiously fasting means that I don't drink, I don't eat, and I don't have like negative thoughts. So I'm doing that for 6 days in Shawwal, which is the month to celebrate Ramadan, or yeah, Ramadan. So today will be my last day. I've started on a Thursday, so that was my first day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was my open house, so I didn't fast then. So Monday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. So Wednesday, today is gonna be the last day that I'll be doing this in Shawwal, which is I want to say Thank God. Because I don't know if I can keep this up. Seriously, the fact that, and I mentioned this in my previous streams as well, the fact that I prioritize sleep.
Let's write this tale together, shall we?
I prioritize sleep. If there was a choice between eating or sleeping, I'd go for sleeping. If there was like social or sleeping, again, I would choose sleep because sleep is so important for the body to kind of like recover, and of course to avoid all these bad things that happens to you, like having an increased insulin resistance. So as a diabetic, that's a no bueno. It's not good that I would have a higher. Is the 2 times RP gone? No, tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is the last one. I thought I only got one gem there. Thank God I got two. So I don't have a lot of time left until 2 times RP goes away. So I'm thinking maybe today what we're gonna do is actually run Dread Ring Layers or something like this. It does look like I haven't done RTQs yet, so I'm just gonna queue up for that. Oh, we got a pop immediately. You love to see it. Hopefully, we get a good group running and that we can do it quickly, like in one go, rather than doing it multiple times, which tends to happen. Hopefully, also, we get a really good and easy and fast RTQ. So something like perhaps Svartborg or Demogorgon, or what else is there, guys? Um, I can't think of a dungeon that is pretty quick at the moment. Do I have keys? I believe I did. I did grab. Oh, I didn't get to see it. I didn't see a key. I believe I still have a key in the shared bank, just in case somebody kind of like, yes, Demogorgon. I love to see it. Although there is still a chance that Demogorgon fails because of reasons. But that's fine, I think. Like the only thing that I can see is that if we don't work together and then people quit if it fails. I'm just gonna buff up here. So I'm gonna talk through my rationale. I'm just gonna like buff myself just in case I need to do like extra damage, I suppose. I don't think I really need it for defensive stats. Although now that I think about it, I probably should have rocked my astrals. Oh, I'm already using my astral gear, so that's good. Because we are in fact scaled, it behooves me to use astrals because it gives me extra damage and extra tankiness. Highly recommend you getting those astral gears, guys. I believe it's from not Menza Baranzan, but where Moon Dancer is, so kind of like the Star campaign or whatever it's called. Is it called like something like Sea Space Pirates? I don't know. I don't remember. It's like I feel like it's like 2 mods ago, 1.5 mods ago, or is it just the last mod? Again, do not quote me on this. Like I don't even know what mod we're in currently, what it's called. I know that it's mod 30.5. I don't think that's the official. I think the official is it's mod 30. But because of interludes, that's why I'm calling it mod 30.5. Because it's like the halfway point between mod 30 and mod 31. Where's the... I'm trying to... Oh, there you go. I was trying to see kind of like where the golden portal was. Again, guys, I'm fasting, so I can't drink. Although, I'm feeling, my throat is feeling very dry right now. And still, I talk a lot, so I mean, what do you expect? It's me we're talking about here. You must not know me. You guys may not know me very well. No! I'm trying to get rid of my debuffs. Ah, it's probably too late. It's alright. I'm not in a bad way right now, but I would like to clear kind of like the debuffs as much as possible. Every kind of like phase. Somebody's dead. Wait, who's it on? Was it on me? I didn't even see the kind of like gold like arrows on the ground. Oh god, I don't think I'm gonna make that one. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It didn't clear the debuff. Hopefully I can get to this one. There we go. I cleared it. I believe that was an artifact call. I'm not sure. Sometimes I just ignore these kind of things. Like, not ignore it. It's partly because I can't see the chats anyway unless I'm zoomed in. He's probably... I'm gonna predict that he's saying something along the lines of use the golden gates. Like, direct the boss to the golden gate. It's so, like, typical, I want to say. But the thing is, I didn't see the yellow. If it was on me just now, I didn't see the golden like arrows on the ground at all. So that could have been a visual bug. I know I'm in live server right now, so it's not that. I mean, I don't think it's because of preview. Oh, ow! Why does this hurt so much? Oh, nice. He threw me into the yellow kind of like whatever you call it, aura on the ground. Artifact, I suppose. Ow. Yeah, this was taking way longer than expected. Oh god, my throat is so dry. Like I think I had enough water, to be honest. I did have like a big cup of like tea. Oh, I didn't get it. It's alright, I'm not in a bad way. I had a really big cup of tea, and then I think I took a glass of water, but I suppose the tea still has kind of like, it's still stuck there in my throat, so I'm feeling a bit thirsty right now, which is no bueno, which is no good. I shouldn't really be thinking about it. Maybe if I kind of like think about something else, distract myself from, you know, thinking about how thirsty I am, it'll be good. I'll be okay. Right, this is the final phase, thank God. But I do like the fact that this even though this RTQ wasn't that great, but it does seem like we have a high success rate. Like this will be most likely we will succeed. Like I can't see how it'll fail. It'll be able to fail even if we try it at this point. Although anything could happen, anything could still happen. You know, they might be, like I saw it so many times, people ignore the portals, right? The DPS ignores the portals, opting instead to kind of like try and kill the boss as ASAP. And then what ends up happening is that the portal produces ads, and the ads just keep on pouring in, and there's just basically too much ads on the map that people are just like dying left and right. And then people don't want to use their scrolls of life if they didn't get picked up. Even if the counter hits 0, they still wouldn't use their scroll of life because they feel like, because it's like RTQ, like why would I want to waste my scroll in an RTQ, in a public queue? Further, like I would assume they would rather hold on to their scrolls of life for endgame dungeons. But even if you look in my inventory, and we just completed the Demogorgon there, easy clap. GG, thanks all. There we go. So as I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying that refine. Oh, we didn't cap yet. That's unfortunate. I believe it is demonic key. Let's see if we can get anything good. Jadites. Some more rough astral diamonds. Ooh. I saw the legendary quality and I was like thinking, ooh, but it's just the Demogorgon's girl though. It's not even the latest one. It's the old one. So I don't really care for that. Greater demonic key. I actually totally didn't realize. I did see a what do you call these? Is it epic? Is this epic quality? I don't think it's epic quality. No, it's common. It's blue. So it looked purple to me. Right. So let's go back to the stronghold from here and hand in the quest. Um, so what was I trying to say? I think I was talking about rough astral diamonds. I managed to get an extra like 60 or so rough astral diamonds yesterday. Sorry, is it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It's like overflow from the 100k astral diamonds. So how many have we got left? So I need another 5,316 rough astral diamonds to kind of like fully cap. Signia, turn it into dust. Why not? We don't really need it. Like, what I mean to say is we don't really need the insignia. I'm kind of like rocking Gons at the moment on all of my tunes, I believe, or at least I do. I will be able to supply rare Gon insignias for all of my tunes because I have over like 50, 70 of those.
Good day, adventurer. It's another day,
and they happen to be in all of the kind of like different insignias. So Bard, Regals, Crescents, these kind of things. I believe there's 5. I'm not sure. Ooh, no. Don't go DPS. We could do we want to try do an RADQ? That doesn't look very good. Can we perhaps do RDQ? RDQ seems to be okay. I don't know. Do I want to do... The RDQ doesn't give me a lot. Oh, there we go. It popped to extra roll bonus as a tank. I should probably get a group together rather than doing random RTQ. However, I really I don't have the mental capacity at this moment to have like or mental energy to do it. I'm just so tired right now. You know what? Since it is like past the weekly reset, I should probably pick up the weekly quests here as well as the one in Menzo Baranzan. I believe there's now a good reason to do Menzo Baranzan weeklies because then you can collect the kind of like not refiners caches, those kind of like boxes that you get from there from the campaign task in order to get the legendary. Oh, it didn't take that long. In order to collect the legendary, I believe stones or marks of potencies. I think it's marks stones rank 6s. I think because we I don't know if we're gonna farm for dread ring layers. Because I've got 3 stacks of like 999 epic stones or stones rank 5s. I don't really need it. However, it is 2 times RP currently until I think tomorrow. So I guess it does make sense for me to kind of like bank on it. Oh god, Lair the Mad Mage. Oh well, Maybe we'll get to the last boss. Wishful thinking. I don't think I need Atrian. Let's go for Dritz. Unless somebody already is rocking Dritz. I doubt. Oh, good. I hate when that happens. Cutscenes. And you can't skip it, unfortunately. Well, I mean, you did. I just did skip it, so I lie. Dritz will give extra damage, 5% outgoing damage to everybody in my party, so that's why I'm rocking it. Um, Otherwise, 10-man content, like just now, Demogorgon, I would rock Atrian because it's very rare, I think, that anyone would rock Atrian during a 10-man content. And then her passive, kind of like aura, gives them more, I believe it's like accuracy and critical strike. And then if they have like less than 50% HP, it's more defensive stats or something like this. I don't quite remember, to be honest. It is the reason why I bought the kind of like Harper Bard last time. If you guys remember, a long time ago when Chult first came out, I was just faffing around looking at auction house sales, and somebody was selling Harper Bard for like cheap, or what I considered to be cheap at the time. I think it was something like 8 million AD or something. I don't remember. It's a very long time ago. So he has the same ability. Basically, if it's above 50%, you get more power and something else. I think it's like critical strike. But if you have less than 50%, it's more defense and awareness or something like this. However, it only affected me. But with Atrian, who is also a bard, you get that the same stats, but for everybody in the party, which includes 10-man content, or even people who are in like open map, right? If you're doing PvE content and there happens to be other people around, I believe they also get that bonus if they are close enough to you. I'm so sleepy right now. I'm barely like awake. Like I drink a coffee right now if I could, but I'm fasting. Coffee or tea? Hey.
Ew, it's my brother stealing.
Stealing? Stealing? What did I steal? What? I don't think I've ever stole anything in my life. Oh no, I take it back. Now, okay, so answer me this, guys. Have you ever gone into your like parents' wallets and like took like $5 or $10 from them without asking? I did. I don't remember if I've ever told this to my parents, but yeah, like I did that a couple of times when I was younger.
It's supposed to be streaming, but my predictive keyboard is shite.
Lamau. It's you that's bad, ma. Oh god, I feel like it just reminded me of something. Like I was supposed to tell you, but I can't remember what it is. I haven't slept yet. Not because I didn't want to, I just couldn't. And then I'm fasting again today. Today is the last day of Puasa Enam.
I stole $500 from mom, but I gave it back at the end of the day.
Why? Like, I know I stole like $5, $10, when I needed to, but 500 in one go. Well, I mean, you gave it back, so I guess. But in kind of like law, even though it's like say if you stole something from somebody and then you gave, because you felt conscious, whatever, you gave it back, and like in law, even if the victim isn't pressing charges, the police will still like put the person in jail because the deed's already been done.
I wanted to see if I could do it, lol. Funny, I gave it back in front of guests, lol.
In front of guests? What? I remember telling a guest to stop smoking inside the house one time, and dad was like, shh. But I was like, yeah, I don't remember how old I was. I think I was like 12 or something like this, pretty young. But I wasn't afraid to tell this person off I think he must have been a dato or something, because he was just like smoking in the living room, but inside the house, by the way. It was a long time ago, obviously. Dad was telling me to shh. Like, but you always tell me that smoking is bad. Well, see what that, I don't know where that lead to. Being that I used to be a smoker that is smoking 2 packs a day back in the day, or even 2 cartons a day, when I was like, because I'm a social chain smoker. I am a chain smoker back in the day, but I was a social chain smoker, so we'd end up smoking, like two cartons. So that's like, I believe it's 10 packs in a carton, if I'm not mistaken.
Kitten QF. Hey, you're back. Smiley face.
Wait, the TTS didn't read that out. Right, is that you, Kitten? let me zoom in into the chat and see. I feel like, oh yeah, it is. Hey, hi, yeah. So just to kind of like
Bashichu.
bring you up to speed, Kitten.
I was a solo chain smoker but more a social smoker.
Yeah, I was surprised about that when I found out. And the other sister, by the way, I'm the other sibling. So, as I was saying, Kitten, you kind of missed my previous stream 2 days ago. So, too long didn't read version. I was actually contemplating on stopping stream, like completely, like not just stop streaming Neverwinter, of which I've played roughly 12 years of my life, and also streaming for like almost, if not 9 years at this point. And the reason for that was because I felt like I needed to focus on my life right now. Not it's almost what happened when I was into like the fitness rut. Not fitness rut per se, but when I tried to focus on my fitness. But I eventually came back to Neverwinter and streaming, right? But the last stream, I was actually contemplating on stopping streaming on Twitch, or streaming full stop, because it's not making me money. Streaming on Twitch is not making me money, and as I said in that stream, money is not really the issue. It's just that I feel like, so here's the thing. The reality of it is, with me selling my gold, I earn X amount per month. But when it comes to streaming, the amount that I earn within a year is practically what I earn in a month, from selling my gold in a year. So it's like, imagine then if I was to concentrate on just selling my gold, like how much more money I can make in a year. Like it'll be like 12 times what I'd make from streaming. And I've been streaming for like 8-9 years, right? And only 2 years of which I've actually made money from doing it. So I don't know if you're allowed to actually talk about how much you earn from streaming. I don't think I've ever had a problem or encountered any issues by mentioning how much I earn, but I do believe it's like in the terms and conditions, and therefore I won't mention like the amount that I earn. Simply put, it's just not making me a lot of money. And although I've mentioned this before, it's not really about the money. I don't really care about making money on streams. Until recently, because when I came back from Malaysia about a week ago, while I was on that trip, I felt like I wasn't able to provide the wife with the things that she wants. Let's just say, like for example, when we went to the shopping mall, we would like window shop, and she would not buy a single item, and which was really surprising to me, because every time we go off on a vacation, she would buy something, right? But this trip, she didn't buy anything for herself. Not clothes, not shoes, not bags. Um, and I find that very, very weird. It seems like she didn't say anything, but you could tell like she wanted to buy something, or the thing that she was looking at while we were window shopping, but she'd put it back, right? She'd put it back, or we would just window shop. We go to a mall, right? Window shop for like 15 minutes, just go around for 15 minutes, and then we'll just get a grab and go back to the hotel room. So I was like, huh? And that happened like throughout the vacation, the like 7 to 10 days that we were there. We just window shopping every time we go to the shopping mall, which is, yeah, I don't know. And as her husband, I felt really bad because I mean, she makes like 4 times that what I make in a month. So you would have thought that she'd had like budget for it, but it seems like she didn't. So again, she didn't mention it. It's just that from my observation, it just feels like I felt sad that I wasn't able to buy her things. So my kind of focus right now is to really concentrate on making money, like how much I made before. So if you didn't know, back in the day, I'd make about 5 figures. Not in a month, not really. I'd probably be making 4 figures in a month, but I did accumulate like more than 10,000 at one point. So that money I used to pay for our wedding, right? It was like 60K, something like that. I know, right? So it really ridiculous. But however, the good thing about that was we didn't take a loan to get married, which I feel like a lot of people are struggling with sometimes. Kind of like education loans, or a housing loan, or marriage, loan for their marriage. People are struggling to pay that back because they took a loan just to kind of like do this thing, whether it be going to college or university or getting married or getting a new house. People take out a loan and they end up having to literally like live for the loan, meaning to say they pay kind of like the installments, however much that be. Why can't I go through the door? Okay, like for example, a car, in terms of Brunei, right? The context, our loans are like 7 years long, 5 years long, 7 years long, something like this, right? I don't believe it's any more than 7 years. Not that I know because
Bashichu.
I paid my car for
Open
like
up.
cash.
Selfie pics.
Selfie pics. Open up. What? Open off. Sell. Oh, okay. What? OnlyFans? OF. I was like, OnlyFans. Yeah, they suggested that. People suggested that. But to be honest with you, I think selling gold is my way of making my millions, as it were. I can see the potential of it, right now, seriously. Because say with one customer, one client, I was able to make, I'd say 3 figures. I mean, to be safe, 2 figures, but yeah, I would say more than $50 in a month, right, with just one customer. So if I can get 10, that's definitely 3 figures. If I can get 100, that's definitely 4 figures or more, depending on how much they buy. So it's really about a numbers game for me. Like, I feel like I've tried everything
Bashichu.
already.
Open OF sell feed with gold bars pictures.
Sure. Like, you have a point. You have a point. Because technically speaking, guys, if you didn't know, or I don't actually know, but I believe that OnlyFans is actually made for people who are not content creators per se, but artistics, right? Something like DeviantArt, but you get paid. Like I don't know if DeviantArt you get paid, ma. I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, so it's actually a platform for artists to kind of like, or even what was the other one? What was the other platform? Oh God, not Fiverr. Fiverr is something else. That's kind of like a Craigslist, but low
Bashichu.
cost.
Only if you're sponsored by DeviantArt.
So basically most platforms. So kind of like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok is basically the same thing. Even Twitch, even Twitch. So going back to what I was saying, the reason why I wanted to quit streaming, even after 9 years, is because it's not making me a lot of money. But I had an epiphany, like this morning actually. Not even this morning. I think I sat for a meeting last night with my group, like public gold group, and they were saying that you should really like seriously think about making money from public gold by selling, by like talking about it, by getting people to know that you're selling a physical gold, etc., etc. That's my problem. I can't open up to people, especially strangers, regarding this. My way of getting clients usually is they contact me, um, from either from word of mouth or social media, or perhaps somehow I managed to talk about it. Like they mentioned about, oh, I wish I had a way to invest my money, and that's kind of like an excuse for me to start talking about public gold, right? Or like for example, a real life scenario was, I had a colleague, a work colleague, who was trying to get married, and so he hasn't got any savings whatsoever for his marriage fund. So I told him, you know what, instead of kind of like not having any kind of funds whatsoever, what if you just set aside a bit of your money monthly, like maybe $100, whatever, however much you can afford, and then by the time you and your wife, your future wife, if you both can set aside maybe $100 a month, then you can have like a simple wedding, within like say, I don't know, 5 years or so, however much you can earn, or save within those kind of like 2 to 5 years. If you want to have a big wedding, some people they actually just want to have a big wedding. So I can understand. I spent about 60,000 on my wedding, on our wedding. So, but I had the money then. I had $30,000 in the bank, which I spent all of, by the way. Which I spent all of. I don't have 30,000 anymore. But I don't have loans. And going back to what I was saying about loans, as much as possible, I do recommend people not to take out loans, because they would end up having to pay installments. And even though they keep on paying it for years and years and years, the interest rate, if they paid like a minimum amount, will never the interest will just like recover back all of the money that you spent already. Meaning to say, it'll just gonna keep on continuing, right? It never ends. You pay a minimum amount, the interest puts it back up again, and yeah, it's just a vicious cycle. So that's why I tell people, you know what, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna buy something like say a car or get married or go to school, you might as well make savings now. And so when it comes time to, like, for your kid, for example, if you have a baby, start thinking about saving, for their education fund, right? So by the time they're like, oh, I don't know, 18 or whatever it is to go to college, because here in Brunei it's like $1 for education, up to like, I want to say, even in university, right? No, probably not university. Maybe tingkatan na 6, sixth form. I think it's like $1 still. Again, I don't have a kid, so I don't know. And when I was a kid myself, I didn't pay for my education, so I'll never know, I guess. Or it's when I get a kid, then I'll know. Or when I ask. So yeah, it's pretty cheap here when it comes to even medication, right? Medicals. Going to Repas, you only have to pay $1 at the counter and that's it. For whatever ailments that you have. I don't even think you need to pay for surgery because all you have to pay is $1 to Repas and then they'll like basically subsidize you and pay for everything. Which comes back to my kind of like next career, which is an insurance agent. The reason
Bashichu. For locals only.
Yeah, for locals. But I want to say more than 50% of the population are locals, right? Or is it? Or is it? You know what? Now that I would think about it, with a 500,000 population, maybe it's more closer to like 473 or something like this, if I remember during my dark days.
Bashichu. But in future, will
yes. I was getting that to that point actually. Because we are so kind of like so lucky. Well, it's actually I keep referring this to as a double-edged sword, because on one hand, cheap education and medicals, right? On the other hand, we're complacent. So when the subsidy is taken away, and we as Bruneians will have to pay for tax, because we don't pay for tax currently, right? Income tax, whatever. It's only the companies and very minimal kind of like road tax. You don't really hear about people getting income tax in Brunei. So when that starts to happen, whenever, I'm pretty sure it will, in the future, whenever that may be. It might be as soon as next year or even like in the next 10 years or so, who knows. We're gonna be screwed. We'll be screwed. But like I've been preaching about this like for years, right? And I want to say I was lucky because I was born into a middle class up to upper class family, where we are kind of like given properties and land and you know, we didn't have to pay for education. You know how when like if you're talking about the Western world, people leave their houses like at 18. You know, you're an adult now, you can like fend for yourself kind of thing. We don't have that in here. You rarely hear about 18-year-olds getting kicked out from the house and having to kind of like support themselves.
What do you mean given property?
What do you mean? You know what I mean. Whose house is this? Anyway, but I think you're like being sarcastic, right? But anyway,
Bashichu. You mean we as the children?
Yes, that's what I meant. But yeah, so I have mine, like my siblings have theirs, like each, I believe everyone has, right? If I'm not mistaken, everybody has. So but I want to say that that's a good example of what I mean about like Bruneians in general, because I got complacent. Why? Because I was given property, and so I didn't have to work because I was getting rent every month.
Get out of my house.
I will.
LOLJK.
I will. No, but I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but especially since that talk we had in the kitchen, ma. Like, so okay, too long didn't read version. We had this argument between her and I. It wasn't really an argument. It was kind of like I want to say banter.
Bashichu. Ha 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 ha.
But it actually I don't know if she meant it, but I felt like there was a serious note.
It was a heated discussion.
Yeah, heated discussion, but I don't know if you took it seriously, but I did take it seriously. Not in a way that you offended me or upset me or anything. It just made me realize a fundamental thing. What if I don't have this house anymore? Or what if you asked us to pay for rent? Or what if, I don't know, for whatever reason, kind of like beyond your control or mine or whoever's, that we can't stay here anymore, right? what am I gonna do? Live in the streets? Of course not. And I've got to think about my family,
Bashichu.
right?
My big brother is finally growing up, guys.
More like
Bashichu.
I just didn't,
So proud of
consult.
you.
Yeah, no, no. No, I mean, but seriously, I have thought about this a long time ago. But that kind of like conversation kind of like opened up because I don't know if you knew. I was looking for developers for my land over at Pangkalan, right? I've had that for 5 years now, like actually probably more than 5 years. But the developer that I approached didn't come back to us until now. We went back to him like before Puasa, and he still hasn't come back to us after like 5 years or so. Like we would have had a house by now if he actually helped develop the house. But anyway, besides the point, um, that was like a fail, right?
Bashichu.
The developer didn't come through.
Just ask for Babu's developer.
No, because I mean, this is not the place, but I've seen the design. It's really bad. Like, you should see the design that developer gave us. That is like night and day in terms of the style, in terms of everything. Everything. He even like considered the foundation for like expansion. We mentioned about how we wanted to rent out the first floor. Like we live in the ground floor, and then we'll rent out the first floor, like basically the upstairs. And he was like keen about that. He understands, etc., etc. He was giving us a good deal. We were just a bit greedy and we wanted more, which I think that's why he hasn't come back to us. But the first time. So the second time we said, okay, you know what? Whatever you offered last time, we are okay with it, right? We said that. So now what happened was, that was 5 years ago. So basically 5 years ago price is not this year's price, if you understand what I mean. So he's no longer keen to offer us what he offered us 5 years
Bashichu.
ago.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. So hence why I've had that thought of, I need to make money, because I want to be able to provide a house for the wife, for us even, not just for the wife, but I want a house for us to live. Go away from me. You got minus. You got minus. I got plus. Right. So yeah. So money. It's all about the money. I feel like even before this, right? I mean, obviously, I'm gonna get hit. Obviously, thinking about my wife and our future and like providing for her has always been at the back of my mind. And as I mentioned in that heated debate or discussion that we had last time, when I pass, like all my assets will go to the living kind of like relatives, right? To you guys, to the next generation, whatever it is. That I also have thought of. Why are you dead? Meaning to hold on. People are not doing this properly. So yeah, I want to be able to bequeath not just land, but a property on the land, if that makes sense. So that when they inherit it, they don't have to worry about thinking about making a house there. It's already been built. Or at least that was kind of like my thinking. I'm going to use an artifact, and my power on this thing is empowered, so it's a bit annoying. There you go. What else, Ma? And public gold, you can actually inherit, but obviously it's gonna inherit to the wife. all my gold is gonna go to the wife, most likely, because the properties is something that I got from the parents, right? So it makes sense that it's given back to the family, but the gold that I bought is just gonna go back to the wife, I believe. But I mean, I've also thought about buying gold for like the nieces and nephews. In fact, that day during open house, I actually wanted to while we were in the table on the table with you and Nakia and Kanesh, I actually wanted to ask you guys like how do I go about talking about gold to Kanesh because I wanted to get the gold for the nieces and the nephews, right? I was actually thinking at that point to buy gold for them, like for their birthday or whatever. But because we had a falling out, like I feel like we're still on kind of like eggshells right now between Kanesh and I because of the kind of like rental thing about the bakery. So I can't really talk about wanting to buy gold or for her to buy gold through me because I don't think there's the trust there between us. So I actually wanted to ask you to Nakia and yourself, like how do I go about getting her or coercing her to buy gold from me? Like what do I say? Because like I said, there was like bad blood between us. Even now, I want to say. I mean, we're cool, or at least we seem to be okay. But I don't know. I feel like it's a sensitive subject with her right now. If I was to talk about it, because like over the phone, she was telling me like, "Oh yeah, I feel like," in her words, like I'm gonna paraphrase here. I feel like you don't trust me enough because of this issue of the rental, and that's why you don't want to sell gold to me. That's what she said. So, and that was like a long time ago, and I feel like I don't know how to kind of like start that conversation again. Um, so, but then she came back to the table, so I was like, dang it, never mind. Cause one of my my niece's her daughter's birthday is coming up. I believe it's this Friday, something like that. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the card, but I believe it's very soon. And I was thinking of buying her 0.5 grams, which is about 50, probably $70 worth of gold, for her birthday.
Thursday.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I don't think I have enough time. I do have a point 0.5, but that's under my name. It actually has my name on it, so it's a very unique. I don't think I can I can give it away, but it doesn't seem very appropriate. But yeah, I mean, I could go down to Miri grab it, but it's gonna take a while. I can't drive to Miri myself, unfortunately, and they only open during like a weekday, so kind of like today, I suppose, or tomorrow, I suppose. But yeah, and so I think it's too late. Even my anniversary, Alia and I's anniversary, or our anniversary, I suppose, is coming up this 20th, this Sunday. And I actually asked her, "What do you think we like? What are our plans for this Sunday?" And I mean, she didn't give me a straight answer per se. She was like, "Oh, you want to do something?" It's like, "Yeah, obviously, 13 years of marriage." So like something really cheap, going to the beach because she loves to go to the beach. I said, like we'll do a barbecue, set up a tent, and we just like spend the Sunday together, like all day together, for our anniversary. Like I'll cook her dinner and stuff like that. So that's kind of like that out of the way. It's very inexpensive, I want to say, because we've already got the stuff, and obviously going to the beach is free. So yeah, that's basically our plan for our anniversary. But what I actually wanted to do was give her something, like buy her something. I just don't have the funds for it right now, unfortunately. So
Bashichu. Ne a show cute.
Say what? No, no, so cute. Well, I was laying in bed just now, like before stream. I was like thinking, what can I do for the wife? Like, what have I got right now? I was telling her I need to go to this training, which I have to pay for by the 20th. Oh, sorry, 19th, I believe, or 20th, which is our anniversary. I'm not sure. I was telling her that I need to make money in order to pay for that seat. And it's about 200 RM, which is roughly around, I want to say less than 100 Brunei. I need to make 100 Brunei within the next 5 days. But then I realized that's also our anniversary. So why am I focusing on making money for that instead of our anniversary? Right? And I told her that I wanted to go to this meeting, to this appreciation dinner for Public Gold, but what about our anniversary? So I was lying there. I was trying to go to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep now, thinking about this, contemplating about this. I was like, okay, so what I do have right now is about $600 worth of gold. And I was actually contemplating about selling or even arahnuing like my dinar, my 4.25 grams, and then using that to pay for whatever, either buying her present, going out for like a steak dinner, at a fancy restaurant, yada yada yada, $400, whatever I have left, I will use that to kind of like pay back for the gold, right? Because every day that you keep it at Arahnu, they will charge you like X amount, which I don't know. Which is also probably good for my content as well, because I did make a content for how to Arahnu gold previously, but it was Nakia's gold, not mine. So I don't actually know the implications. So if I do it like round two, this time it's my gold, then how do I pay for it? How do I collect it in the end? Et cetera. It would be
King
good
for
content.
Leonidas 300
King for
Spartan.
Leonidas, woof.
Sparta 235 Hi Sparta
Hi.
235 Wolf.
Hi. So, welcome on in. Actually, before all of this, at the beginning of my stream, I actually went to preview server and looked at mod 31. And for the people who don't know, mod 31 is going to come out in May the 6th. May the 7th for me, because I'm from the future. Anyway, so yeah, just to kind of like bring you up to speed, we're just talking about
This isn't just any float on Earth.
well,
Years ago, but
well,
the
technically,
blackjack at the
we're talking
college
about
rated up
the future, I suppose. For right now, I'm contemplating on how I can make money. I think that's kind of like the basic topic right now. So my 13-year anniversary, right? Our 13th year anniversary is coming this Sunday on the 20th, and I don't have the money for it. Like, I'm thinking of like a beach. Like we're gonna go to the beach, set up a tent. I'm gonna cook her like a barbecue dinner, because all this is very inexpensive, considering I've already got the tent and the hammocks and all this, the chairs and what I've used. So I don't have to spend a lot. Maybe just ingredients, right? And maybe some, I don't know, maybe a table or chair, whatever, to kind of like make the kind of like anniversary more comfortable, if that makes sense. So but I'm thinking of either selling or pawning my gold, and then using that money to kind of like pay for whatever it is that I want to get her for our anniversary. In fact, yeah, I have contemplated on giving her the gold directly. So instead of me pawning it or selling it, I'd actually give her that gold. I think she'd appreciate that. However, I feel like I needed to hold on to that gold for kind of like my content. So it's like it's like, how do I do this? I really, but the only other way that I can think of is for the next 5 days,
Fluffy Planet
I need to find
13132.
money. Hi, Fluffy.
Sparta 235 Hi Sparta 235 Woof.
Oof. Thank you. So my thinking is that for the next 4 days, actually, not 5 days, today, including today, will be the 5th day. Oh no, it's not. Today's the
For
16th,
Leonidas
isn't it?
300 Spartan. Sparta 235 Woof. Sound alerts. King for Leonidas 300 Spartan play. This is Sparta for 100 channel points.
I think I need to find that one. the notifications. So what was I saying? So I needed to make, yeah. So I need, including today, right? 4 days till the anniversary to make money. and whatever I make, I'm gonna use that for our anniversary. So be it like $10, be it $20, be it $200, I don't know. So I have to figure out how to make money within this next 4 days without having to sell my gold because that gold is meant for emergencies only, right? If something were to happen and we need cash ASAP, not this. Like this is more of a want rather than a need. If it's something that I really need for the next 4 days, then yeah, I'd sell the gold, right? Or arahnu or pawn the gold.
Bashichu. Sell your food.
I need to buy ingredients and I don't have the capital to buy ingredients right now. I could sell my kombucha. That's one option. I do have ingredients for cake batik, so I could sell cakes. That's another option. Um, if I was to sell all of my kombucha right now, I have about 3 bottles and including another, I want to say 4 or 5. So maybe about 8 bottles of kombucha at $20 each. I could make about $160 if I was to sell out. Then for cake batik, probably I can make one, so that's like $40, about $200 right now if I was to sell food. I think the best if I was to cook would be if I was like a live cook or if I was to be a what do you call that? A made to order cook? Is it made to order cook where people pay you to kind of like cook for them at their home? Is it called live cook? I don't think it's called live cook. It's called something else, which I don't remember. So basically, what I mean to say is, somebody tells me, oh, I have an event at home, or maybe just like a nice dinner at home. I'll give you the money to buy the ingredients and also for your labor and also to kind of like clean up after. And then yeah, so I'll do it like whatever, how many hours, and then clean up and then go away. But I get paid. Never done it before. The closest thing that I did something similar was when I did the barbecue at Tamaswas.
Bashichu. Talk to cafes or small stores for your kombucha. Sell kombucha shots.
Tried. They all asked. Well, not all. I tried to sell it at Sugar Sweet, and unfortunately, he said he wanted it. He's the one who approached me, but I don't have halal certification. And if I was to apply halal certification, I'd have to pay about $100 just for the test alone, not including the halal certification. So it's gonna be 100 plus, and that's not gonna take like a short amount of time. If I start now, great. But by next month, I should be able to get a halal certification, maybe, because it depends on where you make the kombucha. So currently, we're doing it at home, right? So when you're doing it at home, it's not classified as a business premises. So I need to make a business premises, which at the time was going to be the bakery. However, according to halal certification, because I don't have a foundation for my bakery, they cannot approve my halal certificate. So it doesn't make sense. Why does halal certification have got to do with the building itself, right? It doesn't make sense, but that is the regulation. C'est la vie. Although saying that my warong might be okay, but it's not exactly a place where you can make kombucha, with all the mice and everything because it's so open. Insects, mice can come in unless I wall up everything. So I make it proper. It is proper, but it's open, right? If you look at the ceiling, there's holes basically. There's like a big gap.
Bashichu.
So
Because it is considered as an illegal building if there are no foundations
yeah, I think so. I mean, well, that was the old certificate. I don't know about now. I haven't tried, and obviously I can't really do it because Kanesh is using the location, the space. That's why I remember I talked in the group saying, you know what, can I have like a room because you're not using it right now, and she's like blowing up and saying, you know, "Arr, you can't. I never said that you can't use it," stuff like that. So drama, 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 and also I'm under contract now not to use that premises anyway. Like she's paying it, she's actually paying for the space, so I'm not legally allowed to use it, even though even if I can. So, but the next room, the office, actually, I could use that. I could use that. Although the same problem, no foundation. You know, next to the surau, opposite the surau,
Bashichu.
I could use that.
I thought it was because the building was close to the drain thing.
No, no. Otherwise, the bakery wouldn't be approved. I mean, that was not the issue. It's the foundation. There's no foundation, therefore that was the issue. But you never know. I guess I could go back and revisit that and see if we can get the halal certification. But at the moment, it's her bakery, not my bakery, so I'm not worried about that. If she wants to go for halal certification, then you know, by all means, I gave her the foundation, like the not the foundation, sorry, the site map, you know, the license, the kind of like terms of agreement, you know, etc., etc. Um, so yeah, if she wants to go ahead and do that, then she can. But anyway, regardless, cafe is out unless they want to do it illegally, which I doubt highly, because if they get caught, right? If they get caught, if they say halal outside their doors and they find this kombucha and there's like, where's the halal certification? Not only will they get into trouble, I'll get into trouble as well. That's why I'm doing it kind of like online, selling it on Instagram, etc., TikTok. But so far, nobody, nobody's buying. It's only like from word of mouth, or perhaps if I was to sell it during a garage sale kind of thing, you know, like at Huaho, they will set up the tents right outside in the parking lot. I can like maybe rent out a space there, pay for the rent there, and then just like sell my kombucha. Then I think that's okay. But yeah, I mean that's gonna take a while. It's not. I don't think I can sell anything and make money from that within the next 4 days. But it would be a good kind of like way for the future, like selling my kickbatik as well, selling my kombucha, maybe even selling my services as a life cook. I don't know what it's called. Is it called private chef? I think it's called a private chef. Oh, in this case, a private cook because I'm not a chef. I don't have the what you call that certificate or anything. I didn't go to kind of like culinary school or anything. I'm all self-taught, but I definitely cook a mean barbecue. What are we doing now? We've already done RADQ, RTQ, I believe. Let me just double check. I do need to refine my rough astro diamonds, which I already have done. It looks like, yeah. What about my Zen? Did any Zen go through? Nope.
Bashichu.
Um.
Bye, brother.
All right. See you, ma. Thanks for coming in and having this discussion. It's really good. Don't stay if you gotta go. I'm just gonna like rant on. It's really good to start talking this out loud, especially with people, which comes back to my point about streaming. Now, like I said earlier, I had an epiphany, and that epiphany was that I don't have to stop streaming Neverwinter completely. In fact, instead of completely stopping streaming or streaming Neverwinter exclusively, what I should be doing is looking at it at a different angle, which is how about I start being a variety content creator. Now, hear me out. I don't have a specialty in one thing, right? I would consider myself a jack of all trades. So in social media, right? I have my TikTok talking about gold. I have my YouTube talking about Neverwinter and gaming, and sometimes about business, and sometimes about gold, and sometimes about this and that. And on my Instagram, I'm talking about like exclusively talking about vacations and travel logs and all this, right? All the socials are down here. So I talk about a multitude of things, right? A plethora of things. And but in each platform, I'm only concentrating on one topic, because if I'm talking about gold here on Twitch, people are just gonna switch off because they're here to just watch me play Neverwinter or gaming. On YouTube, it's the same thing. People come in for Neverwinter content, not really for the gold or for kombucha or what have yous or business. I have all that content in Neverwinter. Sorry, in on my YouTube, but most people come in for Neverwinter exclusively. So what I'm thinking is, instead of, because I love to play video games, not just Neverwinter, I just happen to play Neverwinter a lot. Like 90% or 99% of my gaming time is spent playing Neverwinter. How about, instead of just Neverwinter, I play survival games. I play not just MMOs, but even if I do play MMOs, other MMOs, not just Neverwinter exclusively. Now, actually, talking about that, let me see if I can get it up, because this popped on my feed on YouTube recently, like even this morning, I want to say, not even recently. Let's see if I can bring it up. I think it's actually on Steam. I should have checked it on Steam instead. Nah, YouTube, Steam, maybe on YouTube is fine. Let me just... I think there was like a... Yeah, official trailer. Here we go. No, stop that. Do I want to stop the music? I guess so. Just for a little while. Let's pause that. It should stop in a second. And then let's go to a raid scene so you guys can see what I see. Oh, sure. Wrong button. Sorry, my bad. And here we go. I think this is what you guys see. Let me get rid of this zoom. There we go. So, guys, do you remember RuneScape? Oh, so for people who don't know RuneScape is this MMO, very classic, top down, like it's 3D, but it's very, very old. And so this popped up on my feed.
Adventure called,
Dragon Wild.
brave few answered, and the expedition set sail. Among them, an elite band of explorers, some of Gillinor's finest. They were bound for uncharted waters in pursuit of a legend.
Wait, will I get
only they know
strike for
danger.
this? I'm not sure.
Dragons, winged death descended from the skies. Blades were drawn and spells cast, but the dragons rained ruin. And so they vanished into the wild. They adapted, endured, wielded magic, sharp as steel, wits keen as arrows, always searching for a way to call for aid. And at last, they found it. The heroes are on their way, and the dragons, they'll never see it coming.
Right. I was texting and it's over. So that is like Neverwinter 2.0. Honestly. Because It's action based. I've looked at a not content creator, somebody streaming it earlier. I don't remember the name of the dude, but he was streaming the game. It is currently in alpha, I believe. Sorry, early access, not alpha. And it's like a 3D game, right? It's 3D. It's not. I mean, the old RuneScape was 3D, but it's top down. This is like real 3D. I believe the music is playing. Yeah. So I want to say I'm very interested in playing that game, RuneScape, even though it's early access. But this is what I mean about expanding my kind of like gameplay, as it were. Like instead of just playing everywhere, I could be playing that RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, but not at the moment because I think it's like 30-40 US dollars. So and it's early access, so yeah, maybe something else. But I mean, if you look at my Steam, I've got about 700 games. So it's crazy to think I want to buy a new game when I've got all these other games that I could be playing for my streams. So I mean, I'm probably not gonna. Ooh, am I crashed? Hello? My Neverwinter seems to have crashed. It's laggy at least. Let's just give that a minute. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're back. So I've got about 700 games on Steam. I kind of want to relabel myself as a variety streamer. So playing the games that I do like to play other than Neverwinter, other than MMOs, survival games. Excuse me. Talking about things like finances. Again, I'm not an economist. I'm not a financial planner yet. I am going to apply to be a financial planner after I'm done with this insurance. Not done with it, but I'm actually a practicing certified insurance agent, which is hopefully very, very soon. Hopefully end of the year or beginning of next month. Sorry, not the beginning of the year. Beginning, before the end of this month, early next month. Hopefully, because I've already got the letter saying that I'm already a licensed insurance agent currently, but haven't undergone the training yet, and also product kind of like not placement, but product kind of like knowledge. So that's gonna happen hopefully very, very soon, even as soon as this end of the week or maybe next week, but we shall see. And you know what? Instead of just like hanging around, not doing anything, let's just do dread ring layers. Yeah, that at least I can just switch off my brain while I'm doing it, because I can't think and talk at the same time, guys. Where's dread ring layers? Here. Again, 2 times RP is happening at the moment until maybe tomorrow, I believe. So, ooh, what was that? So I will kind of like bank on this while it's still around. The music's not playing. Why is the music not playing every single time? Oh, it is playing. It's just really, really low for some reason. So, so yeah, variety. So not only will I be talking about or streaming about games, but I want to stream like real life situations as well, like going out on like survival trips, like going into the jungle, how to start a fire kind of thing, you know, or at least learning how to start a fire using, you know, like a match, and then using those kind of like strikers, and then rubbing 2 sticks together, or, you know, just like it's because all this like survival things is very, very interesting to me. Like I find it very interesting. So, you know, they always say do the content that you want to do content for yourself, right? So basically, what it means is just doing content on things that you want to see, you want to watch yourself. How many is this? One is 5, so about 200. Sorry, not 200, about, yeah, okay, about 40. And maybe 2 more, 1 more. There you go. So the reason why I bought those Vanguard scripts, if you didn't know, is that I can go over to this vendor.
Care to see what we've...
Oh, not this dude. Not this chick. Sorry, not dude. Sorry if I.
I'll not see the
Yeah, that's the right one.
justice.
Sorry for assuming your gender. Viewers. Anthea keys. And I have 560, so that means I get 50? 55? 56. Oops. 56. Okay, I got 56 keys. I don't think I'll be doing 56 runs. Although, if I remember correctly, I could probably do it within a minute each, or 2 minutes at most. Back in the day, I don't know how if I can do that now. Let me swap to Cadbury because she increases movement. There's also Diana, another companion that's based off the old D&D cartoon series. However, I don't have her, so that's why I'm just like falling back to Cadbury. I believe there is one more companion, Aura, that gives you kind of like movement speed. I don't remember whom. I don't remember which companion does that other than Cadbury and Diana. I believe there's one more. Is that the last invoke of the day? No. The next one is the 5th invoke of the day. We still are is on the 2 times RP, meaning to say we can open the invocation. No, not invocation bags. The gun bags, the mechanical bags. Later on. My favorite is PF, Phantasmal Fortress. And this is kind of funny because this is Thay. This is what I was talking about earlier in the stream when we went to Thay. This is the only way to go to Thay. There you go. I don't actually know how many keys. I just picked up 56, but I do believe I have more. And I believe this is like part of my quest, so I will not use a key. We'll see how it goes, guys. In fact, after running, if we can manage to run 56 of these, I'll probably get more Vanguard Raiders, which means I can buy more keys, which means I can do more runs. And that's just this tune. And do remember, I actually do still have those Genie's gifts. Meaning to say, I can actually buy Vanguard scripts using the Genie's gifts, of which I have stacks upon stacks of, character bound, unbound. But it may not be the best time to do it because it's not 2 times currency for Dread Ring. Obviously, if I was to do it when it's 2 times of the currency, it'd be more for my buck, as it were. Move to movement speed. Now, usually when I do this, I suicide, but I don't know if that's actually any faster. Maybe if you do it like perfectly, you could probably skip by suiciding, but I don't know. Like the person who taught me, who was it? Was it Mac? I think it was Mac and Ketchup who showed how to do this like really fast using his, I believe, his control wizard, if not the other one. CW and what's the other one, guys? What's the other class? I don't remember. The magic class. So usually what I do is once I go past this kind of like table, I would suicide because that would de-aggro and then I can interact with the door. Like at this point I would suicide, right? But I feel like just rushing all the way here, see? I'm not in combat at that point. But the problem is they will aggro, and after I beat the boss, they're gonna come en masse and then try to kill me, which actually slows down the process of trying to do this run really quickly. It's not that bad. I should have used my mount power just now, my mount power, and also my artifact. So last one. I don't know how long that took. That was not the fastest that I could have done it for. Let's see what we get from this one. This is probably the only one. Yes. Nothing. Apparently there's a trick to it, but I think it's BS. Oh, okay, we get a treasure bag. That's fine. That's fine. We have a chance of getting, like, I think Mark Saponsi from it. but not the rank 4s or rank 5s. Not like the enchanting stone. Rank 5s. I think it's something else that you can get from there. But it's fine. We'll just continue collecting more. Yeah, this is a fail. So let's just reset. Where's the reset? Hold on, guys. I'm stuck. Abort quest. There you go. It will fail, and then we'll go back in. It's just a bug, guys. I don't know why they haven't fixed it by now. And like Dread Ring is probably the first map ever that come out for Neverwinter. I remember playing Neverwinter when CN was the latest, like the end game dungeon. So I don't think that was like the first ever end game dungeon. Especially when you consider that the boss was not Orcus but a dragon at the end. Again, the only reason I know this is because I watched videos, like really old videos of CN, which is a shame, because I was playing Neverwinter 12 years ago, so I don't know why I didn't get to play the old CN without Arcus. I don't actually remember signing up 12 years ago, but apparently according to the character page that I have. But anyway, besides the point, we're just going to continue doing this while talking about what we are going to do in the future. So things like going survival camping, maybe even my anniversary, maybe not live, but maybe make a YouTube. So we can talk about, doing survival things out there while my anniversary. I don't know how to keep the wife happy, I suppose, or something like this. Something that people can relate, right? At least people who are married can relate to, like the struggles, as it were. Like, I remember back in the day when I didn't have to worry about the money, right? Because the money was coming in every month. I was earning 4K every month, and I ended up with like 5K in the bank, and life was good. I don't believe I was married then, obviously, because the money that I was accumulating was meant for our marriage, right? I used it to pay for our marriage. So we weren't married yet, but yeah. The thing about marriage, I think, is like it's no different from being in a relationship, like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship with someone. Why am I in combat? This is the reason why I want to suicide every time. There we go. Because I don't have to deal with the ads afterwards. Another. Oh wait. Oh, it's auto opens. Oh, good. That means that possibly I've gotten an enchanting stone, rank 5. I don't know because I didn't see the dialogue box. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just continue doing this. So, happy wife, happy life. I think there's nothing truer, no truer words than this. Even the wife, she sent me a kind of like shorts or TikTok saying about how if you want your wife to be the most beautiful that she can ever be, it has to start with you, the husband. Like she has to be able to trust herself with you. Like she has to trust you completely, and she doesn't have to worry about you, like I don't know, like cheating on her or something, or providing for her, or loving her, or none of these kind of like doubts, right? And she can be the perfect wife she can ever be. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, because for me, if you want to be a better person, you yourself has to be that better person. If you get what I mean. Like if I want to be a better person, I don't expect my wife to help me to be a better person. Like she can support me, sure, but for her to want to be better, she needs to want to be better. Now, as a good example, my wife is overweight, right? She's about 103 kilos right now as we speak. So she's overweight, right? She could do better. Like for her height, she could be possibly like 60, 70 kilos at most. But she's like way over that. And I don't know what that is in pounds, all right? So Wait, if it's about 20, she should be at around 140 pounds, but she is currently at 200 pounds. 200 and I want to say, I don't want 260. No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds way too much. Like definitely 200 pounds currently. So I think at the top of my head, oh god, the chat's in the way. What if I do this? No, that didn't work. Nope. I needed to move the chat. How do I do that? Hold on. Let me close this Windows. Sorry, YouTube. Can I do it this? Yeah, I can. There we go. I just need to move it slightly so I can actually see the loot box. Not loot box, but the loot table. There we go. Just so I can continue. Like, it gives me kind of like hope that I'm gonna get enchanting stones rank 5s. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, if you want to improve or be a better person or a better version of yourself, you gotta have to want to do it. Because I mean, even for myself, right? I knew as a diabetic, for example, as an overweight person back in the day, I was like about, at my peak, I was at 86 kilos. 86 kilos, which is way overweight. So, which is about 86 times by 20. What is that, guys? 170 pounds? Something like this. Roughly. So, I should be like the range is around, I think it was like 65 to 75. So, but I weighed in at my lowest, it was around 71.8, so 72. That's roughly 140 pounds. So I was at like 140 pounds until recently, unfortunately. But that's fine because I believe that even though I gained a bit of weight, I think I will lose it again quite easily. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna kill these guys. These guys weren't supposed to spawn. I think I did it incorrectly. So so yeah, in order for me to get to that point, sorry, going from, was it 160 to 140, right? In order to get to that point, I wanted to get to that point myself. Like, nobody really coerced me like nobody forced me to want to be better or lose weight, right? Or reduce my medication. Oh god, you know what? I still can't see it because of the window. It's still kind of like blocking it. I think that would be better, hopefully. Okay. I'm not sure if I got an enchanting stone rank 5 just now. But let's carry on. 3 runs so far. I'm not gonna keep track on how many runs I've got or I've done. I just want to know kind of like how many runs do I need to do in order to get an enchanting stone rank 5, and then kind of like average it out. Like, I believe it's like 5 for every 5 runs. On average, you get an enchanting stone, but we shall see. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, so that was my decision in order to want to lose weight, right? However, the wife, she knows that she needs to lose weight because she's having issues with her heart, right? She's like high blood pressure, sorry, not heart specifically, but she's got a very high blood pressure. I think it was like 140 over something, like 90, 100, something like this. So it's really, really high. I, on the other hand, have 90 over 60, which is kind of low if you think about it. But think about this. I used to take blood pressure medication, like for high blood pressure. But now because I am very active, physically active, I take care of what I eat. I've lost weight. I believe I lost 20 pounds. So, but again, it's a decision that I made, you see. She knows that she has to lose weight, but she doesn't want to change. she doesn't want. She wants to lose weight. She says that she wants to lose weight. She wants to do exercises and all that, but she doesn't do it. Like wanting it and actually doing it are two different things, you see. But the reason why I not only did I want it, the reason why I wanted to lose weight was because I broke my back. Right? I tried to pick up laundry incorrectly. Like they say bend the knees, but I don't even bend the knees anymore. I hinge at the hips. And I don't know if I'm gonna demonstrate that. Nope, didn't get it this time. Probably didn't get it other times as well. So that's 4 runs without a enchanting stone. What you call that? Not logically, not specifically. Mathematically. There's a better word for it. I don't know. Statistically, I should be getting an enchanting stone this run, the 5th run. But we shall see, guys. That is, of course, assuming that I didn't get an enchanting stone earlier. I don't know. But let's just kind of like restart the counter if we do get one. Every time we get an enchanting stone, we're gonna go back to 0 and see, and then kind of like average out how many runs we need to do in order to get an enchanting stone. At this point, I'm feeling like maybe we don't get enchanting stones anymore from this, which doesn't make sense, but we shall see. So going back to what I was saying, I broke my back picking up laundry, and freaking laundry doesn't weigh that much, especially if it's like a basket, right? You can only put so much laundry, but because I was doing it incorrectly, I broke my back, and I had to be on 2 different types of steroids in order to alleviate the pain. The pain was so bad that I couldn't get up from bed. Like I dreaded trying to go to the toilet. I was bedridden for 2 weeks. Right, I had to walk around with a cane. Like if I could get those like senior kind of like things, the feet, right? That looks like a table. I would be using that instead. Seriously, because the cane wasn't it wasn't doing it for me at all. That was a wake up call for me. That was the reason why I decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm 41, 42. I need to get my life sorted, like my health sorted now, because not only did I break my back, but I was taking 9 different kinds of medication. 5th run, nada. Again, nada. So as I said, average out. I am actually thinking that I will be getting it soon, but how soon is the question. We'll see. So I was taking 9 different kinds of medication for high blood pressure, high urea. What else is it? My diabetes. There's like 4 different kind of medication because one wasn't enough. Metformin, diamicron, I think it's pronounced. Atrovarsin, and a plethora of other. Well, not plethora, but there's a lot of others that we tried. But yeah, so I think I was taking 4 dimicrons and 1 metformin, and when I showed another content creator, another winter streamer, like the metformin that I was taking, he was like, whoa, that is freaking huge. That's like a big ass metformin pill, bro. Paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. And he only recently started taking diabetic medication, so he was at the early stages. I advised him on what he should be doing, considering that I've been diabetic since I was 25, I believe. I'm 42, turning 43 this year in September. Oh, no. I think that's the perfect time to reset. Yeah. So these guys don't spawn. So I advised him on what he should be doing now that he's like a diabetic, right? Or early stage diabetic. To take care of what he eats, to after meals do some kind of like light physical exercise, be it like a 10-minute to 30-minute walk after meals, just to promote digestion as well as regulate his sugars, to perhaps take apple cider, or even better still kombucha, or both, I suppose, and then also to do steps. Like what I do is 20,000 steps in a day. Back in the day, not so much nowadays, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm fasting, so I can excuse myself. That is my excuse. Um, and but research has found that in order to regulate your blood sugar more effectively, what you can do other than walks for like 30 minutes to 1 hour is to do body weight squats. To do body weight squats, basically not having any kind of like weights on you, and doing squats, doing 10 squats every hour on the hour for at least 8 hours, I believe. There's another one says 40 every 45 minutes, but I feel like an hour is pretty okay, because I swear to you, like at the end of that 8 hour day, right, of doing squats every hour, so that's basically 80 squats in a day, you're gonna feel it in your hips and in your joints. But I mean, doing it like 10 minutes, sorry, not 10 minutes, doing 10 squats every hour on the hour is not actually that bad. It's not that strenuous to your body. You can do it at any time, anywhere. If you're at a public space, do it somewhere where people don't look, so you don't feel embarrassed. But 10 squats not even that. It's not even that. It won't take that long at all. And they said research has proven that 10 body squats every hour on the hour does more to regulate your sugar levels than, I think it was like a 30-minute walk or an hour walk, 30 to 1 hour walk, which is crazy. Because 10 body squat, do 10 body squat. I could do 10 body squats right now. It only takes me a minute, and then I have set alarms for every hour of the day, so it would remind me to actually do squats or whatever. I'm not gonna do it today because I'm actually fasting, so I'd rather not do that. Even though it's like a light exercise, I'd rather do kind of like proper exercise, with kind of like kettlebells and weights and resistance strength, mobility properly, and be able to hydrate myself rather than causing issues for those around me by doing kind of like unnecessary physical activity while I'm fasting. By the way, no drink, no water, no food whatsoever until like for 16 hours, I believe. So I started fasting. I still haven't gotten it. Jeebus. I feel like this is the 7th run. So if I don't get an enchanting stone by the 10th run, I think there's something wrong with this game. Again, there is a trick to it. Apparently, you gotta wait for the rings to kind of like pop, but I think it's BS. It's just a placebo effect. It just so happens that when I press F key to open, I get an enchanting stone. So I don't actually think it's a real thing. But we shall see. We shall see. I seem to have proven myself otherwise before, but I'm just like randomly opening it, the chest all this time. If we this is the 8th run. If by the 10th run we don't get an enchanting stone, then we'll do that trick where you open it during the 2nd ring, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys if once we get an enchanting stone. I'll show you guys how to do it. But I've already showed this to you guys in my like previous stream. I don't know how many years ago, guys. I haven't been doing red ring layers in ages. Like I said, I had 4 stacks of enchanting stones. It has now reduced to like 8. Sorry, I increased that by how much? I had 4. I used the stack. Now I only have 3. Like 2 full stacks plus like 96 or something like this. So this is the 8th run. We shall see if we get enchanting stones. I feel like so bad I'm not getting it. Anyway, going back. So where did so yeah, in order to change, so there's a saying that I always like to quote: if you're not changing, you're choosing. So so what it means is that if you don't like something about your life currently, and you're not doing anything about it. So for example, if you don't like being fat, I suppose, right? and you're not doing anything to lose weight, you're choosing to be fat. You're not choosing to lose weight. You're thinking about it, you intend to, but if you're still not doing it, you're just thinking about it, you're still not doing it, right? Same thing with business. If you're just thinking about doing business and earning money and not actually doing something about it, then nothing happens. So yeah, my idea of selling my cakes, selling my kombucha, doing like live cooking or a private chef, private cook in this case. If I'm just talking about it and not actually doing it, I'm still not doing it, right? In fact, after all this, after the stream, I probably will just start making the cake just in case somebody is interested in buying it. I sell my cake batik for like the 8x8 inch, 8x8x2. So that's about $40. Only for Brunei, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think I can send it over to kind of like other countries outside of Brunei. Sorry. But yeah, so and then I could also clean. Yeah, cleaning service has always been a thing for me. I actually so recently I worked for a friend. And what I did for him at his shop was actually clean. I was a cleaner, basically, mopping the floors, picking up trash, replacing the plastic bins, the plastic in the bins, maybe helping out at the shop. But my kind of like main job, my main duty was to keep the place clean. So when I was working there, I realized that I actually enjoy cleaning. So I kind of like banked on that by opening my car wash. If you didn't know, I have a car wash, like a door-to-door car wash service. Now I haven't done a car wash for strangers. There we go. We finally got it. No, we didn't. This is just the uncommon. This only the green. My God. I think this is 8th run. Now it's going 9th. This is the 9th run. 2 more runs, I suppose, including this one. Oh, hello. Somebody's texting me. Who is it? Ooh. Interesting. Sure. Why not? Like, I'm not focused though. Do I kill myself? No. Oh yeah. So if I was to kill myself, so I can be a tank. Oh, I can't be a tank. Oh, there's no fire. Okay. I just spawned back at the door for some reason. So yeah, we're doing a deathless Zerial, guys, just to get the cape. I'm not even sure who texted me just now. Who is it? Is it you kidding? No, it's not. I don't know who this guy is or girl is. What lady is. Let me just go tank build. There we go. And since this is the 10-man, we're just gonna go Atrian. I mean, I suppose I could go Dritz for right now. Do we want more defense or do we want more attack? Astral, yeah, that's fine because we're gonna be not now. You know what? Let's just swap this to this and this for right now. But we'll swap back to the Astrals after we go inside Zerials. Yeah, this is definitely gonna slow down my DPS, guys, unfortunately, but I don't know when he's gonna launch this Deathless Zerial, so I'm just gonna prepare myself. And we're chilling anyway, so nothing too kind of like major. Going back to what I was saying, so if you're just thinking about it and not doing it, it's the same thing as not doing it, right? So So I know I made a lot of excuses just now when I was talking with my little sister about my kombucha and my cake, but most likely I'm gonna take a nap because I haven't slept all day. I've only had like 3 hours of sleep last night for the past 3 nights. Like every day, I've only had like 3 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. So I can feel the body is kind of like catching up. It's not liking it. It doesn't like it at all. So
Tail together, shall we?
right. So I do intend to kind of like rest in order to get my 7 hours sleep. I know my sleep cycle is like out of whack because of this, like of my fasting. I had to wake up around like not 5 o'clock, but 3 o'clock in the morning, prepare my food, and finish eating before 5. Right. That's my routine for the past like 6 days. So it really wreaks havoc on my sleep schedule, especially since I have to keep on doing it the next day and the day after that and the day after that. So now my body is like catching up to the fact that I haven't slept properly. Like I don't have my 7 hour sleep like at night when I'm supposed to. Are you kidding me right now? I still haven't gotten it. One more run, and then I'll do the trick. Okay, it's gonna be super crazy if I get an enchanting stone doing the trick, but statistically I should be getting at least one.
So in my car.
Or should we continue doing it until we finally get it, just to kind of like see what the average is? Wow, that's taking a while. This group. Maybe I should just swap to DPS and then swap to tank once we're ready, because otherwise this is gonna take a while. But you know what? Like I said, is we're doing this chilled, so no rush really. In fact, we might end up like being at the boss and then get like warped to the Zariel without any warning. So I guess this is fine. Just slowly doing this while waiting for the group to be made, I think is still okay. So going back to what I was saying, yeah, after I sleep for however, I kind of miss sleeping and waking up whenever the body says to wake up. I generally don't take more than 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day, but I do prioritize my sleep because lack of sleep has a lot of issues to your body. And once you have like a high insulin resistance, for example, then all these other things happens, like cancer is one, Alzheimer's is one, diabetic is one, diabetes, I mean not diabetic. I'm already a diabetic, so but even though I'm a diabetic, I don't take medications now. That is the beauty about all this like changes that I've done for my physical health. The fact that I lost weight, that I go for 20,000 steps, that I watch what I eat, 20,000 steps in a day, take 2 liters of water. No, sorry, not 2 liters. Is it 2 liters? I think I was supposed to take 3 liters of water every day. Technically, I don't know. I think for my body weight, 2 hours, 2 liters of water is good enough, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, have enough. Take like, I think it's like take 10 to 12 glasses of water. Did we finally get it? I don't know. No, it's the green ones. Still the green one. Why do I keep on getting the green ones? Wait, did we have we done RC today? We haven't, Jeebus. Why haven't we done? It's Lair of the Lost Mouth today. I did it before reset yesterday. But I haven't done today's RC, unfortunately. I just realized. So after this Deathless, probably will do that. I did the RTQ, I did the RADQ. So I don't have to worry about those now. But I would like to do RC because it's a really easy RC. It might take a bit of time to do, but it is only Lair of Lost Mouth. If you have a good team, you'll probably be done in like 5 minutes. Anyway, sorry if I get distracted and go back to the same topic again and again. So let's just I think, yeah, so go to sleep. Once I wake up, Then I'll start making the cakes. Maybe even make the kombucha. It's only been, I want to say, about 2 weeks. So that's probably okay. I did see the SCOBY or the mother, the cap as it were, developed already. But it still smells a bit too sweet for my liking. I like it a bit sour than that. I usually like, people like it, like not just me, but other people that
Fear
I
the
sell my
Beard
kombucha
13.
to. Hi, Fear.
What cake?
It's called kek batik. If you Google it, it'll probably pop up. You know what? I probably could do that for you right now. I don't have a picture of my kek batik right now. I could probably show it to you on my Instagram, to be honest. Do I want to go to my Instagram? Let's go to my Instagram. I don't usually, or even Google it. Googling it is probably much faster. I mean, you could do the same as well, I guess. But since I have you here, sir. So yeah, it looks something like this. Let me zoom out. Raid scene. Is that the raid scene? No, that's the ending scene. No, that's the hot tub scene. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like this. I don't know how to make this bigger.
Fear the Beard 13.
There we go.
That looks good.
It is good. It tastes better too. So basically what this is chocolate, Mary biscuits, and condensed milk. Those are the only 3 ingredients. It's a no-bake cake, meaning to say you just mix it, pop it in the fridge. Mix it, cook it. While mixing it, put it in the chiller freezer, and cut it up. Right? Cut it up, and you get kek batik.
Fear the Beard 13. I think Bashi made one on stream one time.
Yes. She does it with. Well, we use it. I know. I'm not sure if you know Milo. Well, we use the Malaysian Milo, not the Australian one. The Australian one tastes bad. I don't know why. I don't like the Australian Milo. So yeah, they basically cut this up like this, right? And then just serve it like people just take. I actually, in fact, to be honest with you, finished her Vico cake last time when she made it. Not so much because I mean it was good. Don't get it twisted. It was good. I did enjoy it, obviously, because I finished eating it. But it could have been better. And she knows why it could have been better because of the biscuits. She used like coffee biscuits or something, which gave it like an interesting taste, I want to say. But it could have been better if she just used like normal Mary biscuits without the flavor. It's just so weird to have chocolate and coffee at the same time for that particular dish. It might work for other things, you know, like, I guess, is it mocha? A mocha is basic coffee with chocolate, right? Do not aggro. I don't know deal with you guys right now. Okay. So, oh, by the way, Fear, did you know that Mod 31 is coming out? I just went on preview earlier in the stream and just played around with it for a bit. But the only reason I did that was because they're making Gears Celestial. Get it? Do you understand? Celestial Gears, bro. Like, what?
Fear the Beard 13. Makes sense when I go out of town to visit family. When I drink something made with water, it has a totally different taste.
What do you mean? That is... What, Milo? Oh god. You know what? I've done 10 runs of this. I still did not get a single enchanting stone. So we're gonna do the trick, which is like, I want to say it's a placebo, but it will be super weird and super coincidental if we actually get it, if I do this trick.
Fear the Beard 13. Yes, I was in Deadmano's stream when he was on preview.
Oh, the Mod 31. Deadman, okay. I thought you met our Caribbean boy. Who's our Caribbean boy? Is it Deadmano? No. De Mamu. The Mamu hasn't streamed in so long, man. I miss that guy. I don't know what's up with him. Like I know he doesn't stream Neverwinter anymore, but why? The why is what I really want to know. Because I don't think there was any indication. Like in fact, Fear, if you missed my stream, I was explaining this to Kitten earlier. I don't know if she's still around. My last stream 2 days ago, I actually mentioned in my stream that I was thinking of quitting streaming, not quitting Neverwinter because I'd continue playing Neverwinter. You know, considering I've played it for like 12 years or so, 13 years now. But I kind of wanted to stop stream, like on Twitch, like delete my Twitch account, so that I'd force myself to stop streaming. And the reason for that is I'm not making money from streaming Neverwinter or streaming on Twitch. I'm not making enough money to kind of like for my purposes, right? For my needs. Not that I need money like emergency. It's just that I sell physical gold, right? So
Fear the Beard 13. I was here because you felt you weren't making money.
Yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot. Yeah, I lack of sleep, bro. I only had 3 hours sleep last night. I've had 3 hours of sleep for the past 6 days, so it's catching up to me. Anyway, yeah. So basically, because you didn't respond, I thought you left. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking about it at the time, but I had an epiphany this morning, and I don't have to stop stream. Okay, so here's the trick. The second ring. There. Did I get it? No, I got...
Fear the Beard 13. LOL, yeah, we discussed gold and the tariffs ruining things, etc.
Yeah, we did. But did I mention about me wanting to quit, though, at the time? I think that was first. But anyway, regardless, whichever it was, I don't have to quit now, thinking about it, because I can just rebrand myself as a variety content creator. Meaning to say, I could talk about gold, I could talk about other games, I could talk about finances, I could talk about, cooking, whatever use, making business, doing the business while on live, whatever. I could do those things. Like nobody actually stopping me from doing those things except for me. So and I'm just like using Neverwinter as an excuse to not do those things. Like I know I said that people who come to my stream because they want to watch Neverwinter, right? But as I explained to my wife this morning, it actually doesn't matter what I do. Neverwinter is just something to talk about, like the weather, right? I could be doing just chatting, right? Just chatting, and playing Neverwinter in the background. Or I could be outside, or I could be at the beach and just talking about stuff and streaming about it, just chatting. So yeah. So instead of kind of like streaming Neverwinter, I'm just chatting and having something to do while just chatting, if that makes sense. In this way, because I surmise, right, that people come to my stream not because of Neverwinter per se, but because they want to watch me, or they want to listen to me, or what I'm talking about, or the topics that I'm talking about. Or at least I'd like to think so. So if that's the case, right, I don't have to stream Neverwinter. I just stream anything. Sorry, there's the queue group starting. 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 2 more. So what's missing? We're doing a deathless run, by the way. Is it me? I'm not the leader. Okay. I am definitely not the leader. The queue leader. So selling cake, selling kombucha, I've always done it like passively, but maybe if I push for it. So yeah, selling gold is part of it as well, but it's a slow burn. I don't think I can make like, I don't know, $200 in the next 4 days. I mean, there's also that kind of like projection, like believe in yourself. Don't say no. You never know until you try, kind of thing. But I'm more of a realist. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. I was supposed to wait for the rings to come out, and then I press F. But oh well, c'est la vie. It looks like we got one person already, or are we ready? To be honest, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So that's 9 people. We need one more. It's okay. We'll just continue. If we end up getting warped, even at the boss during this Dread Ring run, it's okay. It's not gonna consume a key, so it's no skin off my nose. So yeah, I surmise that people like me for me, and not so much for the content that I'm presenting. I mean, as you know, I'm talking about all other things other than Neverwinter while I'm streaming Neverwinter, you know. What's this? Hello, people. Need one tank and start the party. No worries. Just farming PF while we wait. There you go. And then so yeah, I mean, if the subject, if the topic matter, relationship, survival, other MMOs, other survival games, you know, zombie games, I'm thinking of maybe rebranding myself as not just a Neverwinter, not just variety, but kind of like the zombie genre stream, if that makes sense. No, we still don't have 10, because I do enjoy zombie games. Like other than Neverwinter, as an MMO, as an like my MMO of all time is Neverwinter, right? I played like WoW. I've played Final Fantasy Online. I've played what's the other ones? You know, like Albion. For a little while, it got overpopulated and people were getting really annoying, so I stopped playing it. I didn't even get to the PvP aspect yet. That probably would make me stop playing Albion anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of games out there, like free games, so I don't have to buy it. But if you missed it earlier, Fear, they actually had RuneScape Dragon Wilds. It's a 3D RuneScape, and it's very much like Neverwinter. It's an action-oriented MMO. Well, I mean, it's a survival game, much like Valheim and Conan Exiles. Not so much like an MMO RPG. It has RPG elements in it, but you won't see other players unless you invite them to your server. It is in early access right now. There are no like official public servers to play on. However, you can play with friends. But the problem is, it's about $40 and I don't have that kind of cash. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. I should have stopped. It's like you have to press F when the ring that explodes out hits the ring. Like the aura, the second ring outside the chest, if that makes sense. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just a placebo effect. Maybe it's just a placebo effect, but I like to believe that actually produces enchanting stones. I really should be a DPS for this. It's taking too long. I'm getting sleepier by the minute, guys. What time is it? It's almost 11. I still got an hour and 6 minutes to go before I stop the stream. As you know, I usually stop it around 12 o'clock so that I can like pray. Especially since I'm fasting. Anyway, I don't take my lunch till 2 p.m. usually, but since I'm fasting, I'm not gonna take my lunch until not even lunch. It's gonna be my dinner. In fact, now that I reminded myself, I have to go out and get my chicken, my dinner. I have to buy chicken and prepare it for tonight's dinner. I had eggs this morning, and as you know, I usually take about 10 eggs in a day. However, there has been kind of like research out there saying that 10 eggs is a bit too much. I think the number was 4. But being a guy that used to take 10 eggs in a day, I feel like 6 is probably a good number for me. However, the other reason that I'm taking 6 instead of 10 as well is the fact that I don't work out as much as I did before this. Like, because of the fasting month, I've been very lax. I think I've only worked out once in 30 days, right? Not recently. I think I don't remember. I think it was in the middle, like 2 weeks ago was when I started. Oh, finally. Oh god, I need to tell them. So I mean, they can warp me. That's fine. It's fine. This is fine. What is going on? No, he survived. Grab it, grab it, grab it, quick. So the second ring, like here. But I didn't get it. Ready, thanks. What's going on? Somebody left and then got invited? I have no idea. Let's just get out, so it doesn't disrupt the Dread Ring lair. So yeah, that's God. Anybody got a good idea on how to make money in the next like 4 days other than the OnlyFans and selling my feet with gold pictures? Like, that was the suggestion that Bashiku suggested, my little sister, that I should open an OnlyFans, but I mean, there's better ways than that, man. Seriously, there are better Sharia ways than selling my feet pictures on OnlyFans. But I mean, technically speaking, OnlyFans is not like a sex site, right? Sorry, I'm having to text somebody. Siap pun. So yeah, this is a deathless run apparently. I kind of feel it's a master trial. Should I go like all I feel like I should go all defense rather than like pack tactics and all what have yous. So instead of Atrian, we're gonna go Fear. And instead of pack tactics, we're gonna go with Runic Aura. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, I misspelled that. Aura. And I feel like it's gonna be over my defense, but that's fine, I think, because the over is 102-3%. If I didn't have the aura, I don't think I will have that kind of like 102%. I'm pretty sure this is like defense gears. Why is my phone getting caught? Come on, camera, load. Awareness, incoming, healing, yes. And then this one is defense and awareness. Great. I don't have the latest kind of like helmet, unfortunately. I do want to use my buffs. Where are my buffs? Use this for more HP. Use this. And then maybe use barbecued meat for whenever. And then steadfast. I mean, that's overkill to use steadfast, I think, at this point, but say lovey. And trinket. What's my stats like? 127,000. It's still at 102%. Either. Like, I mean, I don't really have the confidence to be the main tank, to be honest. But if he doesn't want to do it, I can do it. Do I want to go? Probably not that. I don't actually know how the healer's gonna be, so you know what? I will use this. No, but I don't think I'm gonna lose. You know what? I will use enforced threat. I don't think this is a DPS race, to be honest. But I might not have my Anvil of Doom in order to grab aggro. Oh god, I don't have the time to say no. Bind X say swap. Press X says it out in chat. And then unbind X. Once you're done. Okay. Did someone just die? Lol, fail. Somebody died instantly. Eager beavers. What happened? What happened was DPS problems. DPS problems, that's what happened. People are just too gung-ho. Yeah, like DPS. Like, why would a DPS go straight into a boss and not expect to die by the first hit if the tank doesn't even have the aggro? Like, seriously, people need to wait. Like, well, at least it happened now rather than like later on. What I mean to say, like, later on is like when we're like 30 minutes into the dungeon and then somebody died. I don't even know if I have... Wait a minute, what's going on? I thought he was supposed to... I was supposed to start. I don't even know who's got the aggro right now. Okay, not me. Oh, she's gone. You know, I'm gonna need to get rid of chat because I need to see the window, guys. I need to see the full screen. Wow, that was that was fast. Like, am I supposed to be here? I think I'm supposed to be here.
What? This
Eh.
cannot be.
You're there?
Oh, but it can, and it is.
Well, you know, it doesn't help that I'm freaking blind.
I will make us strong again.
Like, I think we're supposed to swap at one point. Whoa, hello. How'd you get aggro?
Show me your resolve.
Come here. This is why I wanted to use enforced threat. Okay. Oh shoot! Oh no! Ah, bugger! Ah! I died it.
Play the phone. Do not underestimate their strength.
Ah! I forget how hard this deathless Zerial is. Yeah, all yours. It was, it was all yours. Right. This is gonna be a while, I think. What's this? I had trying to take from Mr. Adatanki. Alright. Now I need to buff myself again because I died. I kinda did I just walk through the door? I kinda did, didn't I? I wanted to use my mechanical altar so that I can do the invoking, but I feel like maybe I should not do it now. For right now, we're kind of like focusing on trying to get this deathless Zerial run to get the wing cape, the cape of wings or feathers, as it were. So while this is happening, I guess I can focus on what I wanted to do next. So like push comes to shove. I could pawn my gold. I could sell my gold, but seriously, I don't want to do that. Oh, what just happened? That was weird. But it is there if I ever do need to do it. Do that. Do this. Do this. I think that's good enough. I'm pretty sure my elixir is still running in the background. So yeah, there's like so many mechanics that you need to figure out for this. It's kind of annoying. Lamau! DPS problems. Oh my god. I thought it was the other tank that rushed in face first. Nah, I don't want to use the mechanical altar just in case I get warped into Zerial while I've got it activated.
Kitten QF.
Hey, kitten.
LOL.
It was funny, wasn't it? Like, yeah, seriously, this is why I don't do a deathless Zerial back in the day. Because of things like this. But, to be honest with you, it's kind of because I don't actually know the mechanics. That's why I died just now at the like the shadow, the blue and red demon things. I knew I wasn't supposed to tank that blue demon after the tank buster. However, I thought I was tanky enough to survive it. I was not. I got 2 hit and I just died it. At least I don't have to buff myself. So, Kitten, do you have any kind of like ideas so I can make money in like the next 4 days for my kind of like our anniversary? So, cakes, selling drinks, selling my service as a live cook. I don't know who would want to do that, considering that I've never done it before. I mean, I do cook well enough. I could cook anything with a recipe, but technically I'm blind, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, I think. Not that I have difficulty doing it for myself, or even like reading recipes. I suppose I could use my phone, and or maybe even use Gemini. Yeah. I mean, oh god. We didn't have issues with DPS. That's not the issue. Is that artifacts? Yeah. God, I'm so nervous now. I got it. It was so laggy. It was so bloody laggy though. I don't know what's going on. I think we faced.
Deathless CCM is easy. Smiley face.
CCM? CCM. What's CCM? Do I? Nah, I kind of want to. I don't know. I feel like I want to swap to Iron Warrior just to like survive, but
Wrong again. You're just a shadow of my mistakes.
come on, come here.
Then show me your resolve.
Come here. Where is he? Where is he? What is he attacking right now? Did he do? Oh god, the lag. I think we're good. Why is he? Oh yeah, I should be doing this.
Kitten QF.
Sorry, I'm too
This
focused.
is Surreal's Challenge Master.
Yeah.
Kitten QF. CCM
Hey.
is that.
Oh,
Kitten
so
QF.
shouldn't it be Master?
It's the abbreviation.
Isn't it Master Zero? So wouldn't it be MZC instead of whatever it was? What you said it was? ZCM, yeah, ZCM. That's right. Sorry, I really don't care for this dungeon. Other than the fact that I wanted the cape thing. Why is she facing that way? Eh? Eh?
Kitten QF.
What?
No.
No. So. I thought the other guy got it. Like, but he was
QF.
facing at the DPS. I was like,
It's
what's going on?
CCM.
Oh,
Kitten QF.
I saw it was ZCM.
DPS died LMAO.
Yeah, but I saw it. I saw it before it happened. So. No, okay, so before he died, Zero was facing the DPSers, right? I'm not the main tank, by the way. The other tank is supposed to grab the aggro. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I was to grab the aggro from the tank, that's gonna be an issue later on when there's the tank buster. Like, because I mean that's the reason why I've got enforced threat
6969.
Anvil.
Hey.
Hi. Oh yeah. So that's why I have two kind of like what you call that, hard aggro attacks, if that makes sense. I don't know what it's called. Anvil and enforced threat, they are you can't ignore it, right? It's ignorable or non-ignorable, if that makes sense. So I can grab the aggro. So if I am on cooldown one, I could use the other one as a backup. But as a non-main tank, I don't take the aggro yet. So I don't know what was going on just now. Maybe DPS were too gung-ho, perhaps. I don't know. Oh well, you know what? Just in case, I'm just gonna grab the aggro at all times, like that.
You believe you are worthy?
I think I got the aggro. He's got the aggro now. I need to keep an eye on her to go like kneel, which is soon, I believe. There. Sorry, I feel like there's an insect around crawling on my face for some reason. Ooh.
Stronger than I thought.
Deja vu. Why are you here? You should not be here, madam.
What? This cannot be.
But I really do wonder why he ignores my my Anvil of Doom, this dude.
I will make
Look, watch this, right? I'm gonna Anvil of Doom, so I have aggro, and he's gonna turn around. Kind of.
show me your resolve.
So I'm gonna use my Enforced Threat to get his aggro again. He kind of, I think he's aggroed on the lion. Oh shoot! There we go.
Now you struggle.
No, no, too late.
You were bested by mortals.
I think because artifact calls. Don't know. I'm not sure. The last run was better than this run for some reason. It's not the tank's fault. It's not the tank's fault. I'm not blaming the tank. It was just that the boss, the red demon, didn't die. It's not reliable. What isn't? I used Vow. Yeah, that's true. It's not reliable, Vow. I should have the. Okay, I didn't need that to get the first demon out. Yeah. Smite. Yeah. It's fine. I'm good. Maybe we can swap after Tank Buster, regardless, dead or no. I mean, this is what Neverwinter's all about, right? Working together, figuring it out, doing the mechanics properly, and like feeling that kind of like
Kitten QF. What are your healers?
I have no
Kitten
idea.
QF.
I have no idea.
Show me Q group.
Here you go.
Patype 6969. I have never done this one yet.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, me neither. It was just kind of obvious. I mean, really, what I'm doing this for is for the cape. That's all I care about, the cape. I don't know why the music stopped. That was a bit risque. Even reading chats is risky. Yeah.
Kitten QF.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I was doing. I was showing you.
You need to have cleric and pally heals and OMG rip a warlock heal.
I mean, warlock heals are not that bad. I think, in fact, they boosted warlock heals, right? It's as good, if not better, than paladins, or at least the warlock heals that I've been was really good, like really good. Like even better than paladin shields. Even what? What did he say? I don't know. No. Oh shoot! I think I did that too early. Oh god! I almost died. I panicked. I used the enforced threat, but it just so happens that I used the enforced threat when she was in the kneeling, crouching position. So I was lucky. Oh shoot! What? When did she ever get a dive from there? That was weird. Did you see everybody was like next to her just now?
What?
As mad crazy. Anyway, I don't want to use enforced threat so close to the other red one, to the other demon. So I'm just gonna use an anvil, pull him slightly.
Beard of Beard 13.
There you go.
Kitten is the last good warlock kappa.
Was she ever warlock heal though? I know she's a healer bard, but not a war. What's he looking at? I don't know. Okay, swap.
Kitten QF. At least I have my cape. Smiley face.
What a weird flex, kitten. You're such a bully, kitten. You know I want the cape. I think 2 balls is enough, right? I would take the 3rd one just in case. Oh god, I need to swap. There you go.
Kitten
Good
QF. I have a Warlock heal and Bard heal.
Oh, you
XD.
do? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you only had... I thought you had a Bard heal and a DC heal. Oh, see, this is the part that I'm worried about. Like, I need to grab aggro.
I won't give in again.
I feel like my anvil is kind of like...
I am sorry for you, my friend.
Hello, anvil? Today? Is that an artifact call?
My heart and my mind are clear and
There's too many chats.
what say we get back to our mouth?
Oh, somebody died it.
Hold back now.
Somebody died it. It's
Kitten
fine.
QF. I have a Warlock heal, Bard heal, and Cleric heal. Smiley face.
What about a tank heal, eh? You know, did you know, Kitten, I didn't actually ask you, but how long have you played Neverwinter? Have you played Neverwinter from the very beginning? Or like, for a very long time at least? Because back in the day, when I started playing Neverwinter, you could actually heal as a tank. No lie. No lie. You could actually... In fact, my healing as a fighter tank was so good, it was actually better than the DC healer. Again, not lie. This is what I say. Neverwinter in the old days was so good.
Pally heal working on it XD.
Yeah, because you
Kitten
have
QF.
your Leland.
Since beta.
Oh, since
Kitten
beta.
QF.
Okay, that's even
Yes.
more than me. But that's the thing. Healers were so bad, I want to say, that you could actually heal a lot better than healers as a tank. No lie. No joke. Real story. True story even. Not real story. True story. Okay. Am I on armor break? I think I'm on dull. I think I'm on dull. Question mark. I don't know. Where am I looking? Dull? Yeah, I'm on dull. Confirmed, I'm on dull senses. Any of them is good. Yeah. It's fine. This is fine. I mean, I don't know how long. We have maybe 30 minutes till the end of the stream. So I think I'm just going to continue until then. And then I'll just cut it off. The stream, that is, because I got to go and pray. And maybe most likely go to sleep. I don't feel sleepy now. Probably because of the stress. My cortisol levels has risen. And now I can't sleep. But I am freaking tired though. I know I'm tired. Is that artifact called? All the lights has made me it's very difficult for me to see what's going. Oh god. Did I just... Yeah, I did. Swap. Ah! Thanks. I was a bit too gung-ho there. Oh. Yeah, I panicked a bit there.
Stronger.
But at least my mistakes is not a fatal mistake, you know?
Pathetic. What?
But again, it really kind of like bothers me that even after using my anvil, he kind of like ignores me and tried to go for the other tank, it looks like. Look, I anviled this guy, right? Anviled him, he should be on me. Look, he's not on me. So now I'm using my enforced red, just in case. So he's like on lion. He's gonna do tank buster. Uh-oh, I just realized something. I can't swap. Oh wait, he's dead. Okay. I'm gonna grab the shield things. That's 2. Grab this one, I guess. Oh shoot! Did he do tank buster? Oh god! Woo! I wasn't looking. I was like, oh yeah, get the balls, get the balls. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Am I not supposed to like take care of the other tank? Right. We do not want to stand next to each other. I would like to do a tank buster. Sorry, not tank buster, an anvil, just in case. I believe artifact. Oh, what the heck? Eh? Eh? What? How did? What? What happened? Eh? I don't know. Right? Play a replay. What just happened? Like somebody died, but why? How?
Kitten QF. No body artifact LMAO.
Not enough. Not enough mitigation. What the F? I'll send you to Jesus. Nobody artifacted. Oh, nobody artifacted. Okay. I don't know. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the call.
That was mitigation.
Yeah. I was waiting for call. Nobody called for it. We need both healers, dailies. I saw one using it on the demons though. Okay. No, not RTs on angels. Angels or demons? Like the brothers are angels. Those were like demons or devils, whichever. I don't know. There is a definite difference between the two. I just don't know. I just call them both demons or devils. They're the same thing to me. But like I said, we can do this for the next 30 minutes or so. Yeah, we need the mitigation. I wonder if instead of using Uni's like mount power, because Uni is for more attack, right? Or does it also reduce damage? Combat. I can't actually see it. I can't read what it says. Not Uni's. Use the unicorn charges in Uni. Stunning in a single target and deal damage. Control immune targets take additional damage. She then casts an aura, enhancing combat advantage for allies within 80%. So maybe I should go for Griffin instead. This is more for more DPS, but maybe I should go to Griffin. Should I go Griffin? Oh god. Should I? Did somebody already use Griffin though? I didn't see it. If they did. Even if they did. But anyway. Here we go again. Aw, snap. Here we go again. I don't remember how that goes actually. I did play that GTA, that particular series. I think it was GTA 2, if I'm not mistaken. Like all the PS2 games. I stopped playing PS2 titles after like PS2. Like PS2 was the last title, like games. Sigil Paladin. Yeah, but Sigil and Paladin and Tiamats are very defensive artifacts, I want to say. Should I go Griffin's mount power then? Instead of Uni's charge, since we need more mitigation rather than DPS by the looks of it. It's not the only use. No, I don't know. I can't read what it says in chats. There you go. There's our artifact call. I should not use the anvil actually, but I was thinking more of more DPS. That's why I did it. Oh shoot. I was using my daily, using my shield toss, you know, not actually. Oh god, where is she? Oh. A bit close, don't you think? I don't like the fact that she goes everywhere. Like, at one moment she's here, the moment she's over there. Like, she should be at one spot. All the time. Every time. That's just confusing. But anyway, yeah,
Kitten
again,
QF.
this part I hate.
Only if Ripsauce was here, but he is sleeping. Smiley face.
Who?
We have been doing a ton of GZM, Tom, and Zariel's challenge. Smiley face.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you owe me kind of like a deathless run, kitten. Oh god. I just let go. I just let go. Oh god, that hurts. Anyway, orbs, 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 orbs.
You were best by mortal. I fell by the might. Righteous blade alone.
There you go, I got it.
No, this isn't happening.
Not that he needed it in the end, but just in case, just in case.
Gone.
Kitten QF.
Sorry for the interruption, friends. It seems I am in your debt once again.
Do I do mitigation now?
Thank you. My heart and my mind are
I think there's an artifact call, I'm not sure.
What say we get back to our
RP Sauce.
RP
Kitten
sauce.
QF.
You believe
AKA Bob. Smiley face.
Sorry, I'm concentrating right now. I don't even know if she's like on a kneeling position or not. Doesn't look like it. Like
Kitten
my.
QF. Now artists.
Oh, we already used the artist long time ago. I don't know if this like though. Oh, what's going on? My health was going down for some reason. Is she on me? She's on me. And I believe she's now on the other guy. Okay, she flew off. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. We were doing so well. Okay. Except, and I died again. Lol. Better, but still not good enough. Like, I got confused as well at what was happening next. But as a tank, even if I got hit by that, I'd be okay. But that DPS, or I think the other tank, I'm not sure. It was a barbarian. I think the other tank is a paladin, right? Let's see. Other tank is a paladin, not a barbarian, right? Paladin, yeah. So yeah, the DPS got caught out in the fan just now, and he died. It died it. Yeah. True. Even when I got caught in that cone attack just now, even though if I got hit by it, I wouldn't die. I did still manage to evade it by going in between the gaps between the red lines, the red cones. Therefore, not get hit. No trouble at all to avoid it. It's difficult when you kind of like don't know what you're doing though. It will be difficult. RP Sauce, AK Bob. I feel like I know this person. I feel like I've seen or heard of his name before, RP Bob or RP Sauce, as it were. But yeah, I mean, Kitten, I'm not like endgame like groups. I'm the guy. I am the kid that gets picked last at soccer or baseball team. because there's no one else, and they need another person to play in a team. I'm that kid. So when kind of like end game groups don't have a tank like their usual tank, they look for me. And even then, if there's no one else. So yeah, I know it sounds sad, but I'm used to it. It's like like wait till mod 31 comes out and the trials come out. For probably the first 2 weeks or so, nobody's gonna pick me. Nobody's gonna bring me to the new trial. Why? Because, I mean, obviously nobody really knows the trial unless it comes out in preview, whatever, and they practice it. But even during practice, I don't think anybody's gonna pick me for practice. This is not like a call to action or kind of like smallest violin playing between my fingers kind of thing. It was so sad. Poor Spartan. I'm used to it. I'm used to the fact that people are not. I'm not first pick in people's minds when it comes to tanking end game content. Even though like I have like the latest gears, whatever, my stats are okay. It's worse now that I'm visually impaired. So things like reading chat, Lamau, like even reading chat is a bit difficult for me. So it's like on top of the skill issue is the physical limitations as well.
QF. It's already out on Preview XD, also the new gear, and we have Celestial Armor.
Yeah.
Smiley face.
Yeah, if you missed it, I was actually streaming Mod 31 in preview earlier. I wouldn't say the first half, like the first 10 minutes of the stream, I was in preview looking at the Celestial gears, which that's the reason why I went in preview, because I was like, what? Celestial gears? Are you serious? Like, I knew it was going to happen. In fact, I thought that Celestial mounts was going to happen first, and then Celestial gears and subsequent items will be Celestial. Because currently it's the artifacts, right? Sorry, enchantments, not artifacts. Enchantments, and then I would say, wait, no, the mount, was it mounts? No, oh yeah. So first came enchantments, right? Enchantments came first. Then it was companions, and I predicted it was gonna be mounts because that makes sense. But instead they skipped to gears, right? They skipped to gears. What's happening? Somebody left, or somebody got kicked. No? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, somebody got kicked. We're just gonna invoke on the altar while we're waiting for our 10th man. We're not gonna do this man, 9 man. This, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you missed it, I opened 11 coffers of Celestials, and I got a coalesce.
Who got kicked?
I have no idea. I think his name should be here. No? Left. Retrospect, I think his name was. Retrospection. Retrospection left the queue group. Oh god, we should face her even before she does the ring phase 3, but let's see since we have other DPS group. Yeah, true. See what I mean? It's risky for me to read the chats. Well, actually, you don't know. I basically zoom in using the magnifier to the chat, which means that I don't see what's going on the screen. So when I'm doing this, for example, I don't know if they started yet. But I guess for safety, I should not be in the circle where it starts. I should be like here instead. We have our 10 man now, but I'm not sure what's going on. Let's buff ourselves.
Kitten QF. Look who joined ALMAO.
Was that you? Is that you? Yes, it is you. Nice. But you're in here as a DPS. Nice. I didn't notice. Yay, we're finally in a group. In a not deathless Zerial group. But I only have maybe 10 minutes left. About roughly 20 minutes. Less than 20. So going back to what I was saying about the future, I really feel like I need to do something nice for the wife. I mean, camping out, spending the day with her and all that, cooking her dinner, like maybe even a candlelight or campfire dinner. I don't know if we're allowed to have an open fire at the beach because there's like designated like barbecue pits over there. So I suppose the least I could do is like buy charcoal and all this, but I don't think I even have the funds for that. Let me just check in fact, let me just check. I have Malaysian ringgit, but I don't think I have enough right now to buy all these ingredients. In fact, I was supposed to go grocery shopping after this. Yeah, probably.
Fear to Beard 13. Give her a strip tease with your new workout body.
Lamau. She gets that every day, bro. No worries. Yeah, don't have to worry about that. She gets that every day. It's nothing special. Why aren't people not queuing up? Well, I do have some funds. And it seems to be enough for like a simple dinner. Because the thing is, my mistake was actually spending all my money for our holiday last week.
Fear to Beard 13.
No, actually,
LOL.
no, I lied. I had set aside money for the trip, right? Which I still have a balance of. That's why I have a Malaysian ringgit with me, about 300. However, I bought gold. I bought gold on top of paying certain bills as well. I mean, paying the bills is unavoidable, right? I do that every month. But the buying of the gold, I didn't necessarily had to do that. I felt like I needed to do that because I thought I had extra balance or extra funds. I, in fact, did not have extra funds. So now I'm having to scratch my head and thinking like how I'm gonna survive till the end of the month. I don't like the idea of asking for a like early payment for next month's rent, because when you do something like that, your expenditure is shifted, right? What I mean to say, instead of waiting for a whole month to get your rent from your tenant, you're now say cutting it by 2 weeks. So instead of waiting for a whole month, aka 4 weeks, you're having to wait for say at least 6 weeks, or maybe even say if I was to get my tenant to pay to pay me for next month's rent now, which is in the middle of the month, right? That would mean in the next 2 weeks, and then the next 4 weeks, so that's 6 weeks, and then he may not pay me on the first, right? He might pay me a week later or even 2 weeks later, like in the middle of the month. So that would mean I would be kind of like, I wouldn't have money coming in until at least 6 to 8 weeks, which means that I have to probably manage my finances for like the extra like after 4 weeks. I have to like, how much is that? 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. I'd have to think about how I can ration my funds, So asking for an advance on the rent, I think if you keep on doing that, you'll be asking
Fear
for
the Beard
advance
13.
next month and the month after
Don't
that.
scam him, bro. He needs a home.
Exactly. No, but if anybody got scammed, nah, I don't think it's a scam. The thing is, here, he's a long-time tenant, right? And for the past, I want to say 10 years, I was supposed to increase the rent, but I haven't. Okay, so let's just say he was supposed to pay me an extra 300 on top of what he's paying currently. And that was supposed to be done after his grace period, which was roughly around 6 months or something when he first came in. But then I told him, you know what? Let's just keep it as is, right? Let's just keep it at what it is right now. Obviously, he was happy about that, and I've never increased the rent since, and that was around 10 years ago, I want to say. So technically speaking, if you calculate that like 300 every year for the past 10 years, I basically lost $30,000 worth of rent. Like I could have gotten if I actually made him or asked him. He was willing to pay that amount, that extra 300 on top of what he's paying currently, but because I thought I felt generous, right? I'm kicking myself. I'm basically shooting myself in the foot by saying, you know what, it's okay, just keep it at the rent what it is right now. And I've tried in the past to kind of like increase the rent since, but he's always said, you know what, no, don't worry about it, just keep it as it is. And I'm like, okay, sure. And he did a smart thing after COVID. He asked for a 5-year contract. So he asked for a 5-year contract to remain the rent as is. And so for the next 3 or 4 years now, the rent has to stay the same. Again, it's my fault. So you know what? I don't actually mind. I mean, even though I could have potentially earned $30,000 from the rent thus far, but I feel like I'd rather keep my current tenant rather than increasing the rent and potentially losing him in the future. Because he's been good, whenever there's repairs to be done, he usually repairs it using out of pocket. But if it's like a major repair, he asks me to do it. And it's such a hassle to look for a new tenant, etc. And I don't believe that I'd get a tenant as good as him.
Fear the Beard 13. My last home I rented, my landlord was a POS. Within 5 years I went from paying $1,200 a month to almost $2,000. I moved out after that. He knew I had money, so wanted to keep going and going.
The increase in rent price, right? I don't know. I'm not. I've been. What's the word I'm looking for? Accused of being money grabbing or money grubbing, as it were. I don't know what the term is. Like crazy about money. Selfish in that way, I want to say. Not by my tenant, by somebody else who is also a tenant, I suppose. But I mean, if it was like an annual increase, I don't think that's bad. Like 12 months is a very long time anyway. And in fact, by right, I don't know if this is like Eastern or Western law or what have you, but the general kind of like contract is actually 3 years and then extension of 1 year subsequent. And even then, it's a maximum of 4 years. You have a maximum contract of 3 years, and then you have an extension of 1 year, and then that's it. And then the person has to move out so that I feel, I don't know, I don't actually know. So that repairs could be done, so that the next tenant could have like a fresh property, as opposed to, because even right now, if there's a major repair have to be done at a property, I can't, because he's staying there, and there's nowhere else for him to move to if I needed to do major repairs. As opposed to if the end of his contract, he has to leave. So I guess he'll have to find a new place to stay. And then I can do repairs without bothering my tenants, and maybe even reinstate him after repairs has been done. So yeah, I don't know. Because he doesn't complain that the repairs has to be done, but at some point, like every 10 years, you have to do some major repairs, obviously, to the property, especially since it's like wood, right? I don't know if I showed you my property in my 24-hour stream last time, but it's a hardwood.
Beard 13. You seem to be a very lenient landlord, but I guess some people just can't accept. Sometimes you need to demand your money after a while.
There's actually a formula which I learned much later, which is you need to put 10% of your rent towards a fund for minor repairs, and another 10% for major repairs in like 10 years. So every 10 years, this major repair fund, will pay for that. And that is borne by the tenant, not yourself. So what I've done currently is just accepting rent without this 20%. So 10% for repairs, none of that. 10% for major repairs, none of that. Still. So that's kind of the rationale. After this 5-year contract has ended, I will increase the rent based on 10% of minor repair, 10% major repairs. Although saying that, I have thought of increasing the rent, but beautifying the space, if that makes sense. Oh, no. Hold on. I think that was like in chat. Well, you know what? I'm having fun, but time does fly when you're having fun. Yeah, see, it was supposed to be 20 minutes before the end of the stream. Now it's only 7 minutes left till the end of the stream. Oh God.
Beard 13.
FYI.
Did someone scream?
Scream? Really? No? Not my side, I don't think. Maybe. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my little brother is like screaming at the top of his lungs. He does that from time to time. He's a bit crazy that way. Ugh. He's crazy like that, I mean. I don't even know what it is. It's always something with him. It's always something with him. It's either he died at a game, or he's like, he hates his life, or, you know, it's a work thing. Don't ask me to kind of like explain his mindset. It's just
Beard 13. Might have been someone's in-game comp or something.
Oh yeah, could be. You know what? I'm gonna follow the crowd. I don't usually. I usually go against the grain. Is that the word? The opposite of what everyone else is doing. But it's not serving me right now. So, especially the fact that I'm not 100%. You know. I'm just gonna follow other people. I almost died earlier at the cone, but somebody else died first, you know? So I'm gonna use my enforced threat right now, just in case. Oh yeah, Kitten is healing. That's why I've got the extra shield. I just realized. Come on. Do it. Why is it taking so long? There you go. Yeah, swap. Oh god. Oh god. Have I got him? Yeah, he's dead. Oh, speaking of which, orbs. I don't think we have the DPS. The orb things. I don't know where to stand at this point. We have amazing heals, thank you, Kim. But our DPS is slightly lacking, I feel.
Friends, it seems I am your
Artifacts, we can't even target her yet.
thank you. My
Oh, look at my blue shield, guys. It's all of my health. Look at her. She's like looking at the DPS, I swear. She's giving the evil eye. Daggers even. Oh, I'm probably standing too close to the tank. I kind of missed that. Oh no! No! Why? I used it for shred. This game is bullshit. No! No! You saw me using Enforced Threat, guys. I was not... I'm a good tank. 3 minutes, I don't know. Oh well. Guys, I gotta go. Sorry and thanks.
Fear de Beard 13. LOL. Kitten QF.
Sorry,
I saw
Kitten. Sorry, Kitten. This game sometimes. But in my defense, I am playing at 300 pings. Okay, like look. If I put net graph 1, do you see this? Do you see this number over here? I'm actually at 3,000 pings at this very moment. 2,000. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it, the numbers? No, my face is blocking it. Hold on. If I was to take this down. Oh, that's the... What did I just do? Here. Can I move this? I think I just crashed it. The whatchamacallit, I just crashed the Streamlabs. Wow, what the fudge? Is that 9,000? 1,000 pings. 2,000, 2,300? I don't know, it's crazy pings right now. Why am I having 2,000 pings? That is crazy. I usually have just 300 pings. Not 2,000, that's crazy. It's over 3,000. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's the end of the stream, I think. Thank you so much for coming in and watching me suffer. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, moving forward, guys, I will continue to stream on Twitch. However, it may not be Neverwinter. Don't be surprised. Looking at doing other things, maybe other games, maybe just chatting, talking about maybe advice, financial, relationship, life, health, whatever it may be. It might be an AMA session, because I think now my new goal, and it's always been a goal for me actually, is to help people, especially our youths, the 20-year-olds, even younger maybe, because I wish I had somebody to tell me all these things that I'm experiencing right now, or all the challenges that I'm experiencing right now with my health, with my finances, with my relationships, whether it be with my wife, my girlfriends, whatever, in the past. I wish somebody would come up to me and say, dude, this is how you're supposed to do this, or at least give me kind of like reassurance. What I'm gonna do is gonna be the best for my future. Anyway, too much talking, guys. It is time for me to go. Thank you so much for coming in. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all. Bye bye now. Is this even the outro? I always get this wrong. Outro. No, that's a hot tub. Outro. There we go. Bye bye now, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, y'all.